All right, guys, are you ready? All right, let's get to my talk scene. Oh, there it is. Okay. How's everyone doing, guys? It's a big day today. Very big day. Thank you guys for being here and the fact that we're
Guys, are you
Oh,
ready?
that
All right, let's get to
where's
my
that coming from?
talk
Where's
scene.
that coming from?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I forgot to mute mute my stream so you had a little bit of background. Whoops. Whoopsie. I'm new to I'm not new to this, but over 200 people here. Thank you guys so much for being here, guys. Are you guys excited for Planet Coaster 2 gameplay? I know I am. So just to be clear, I know some of you have been asking in the chat uh, if I have an early access. No, I don't have early access. This is going to be my reaction to the Frontier Unlocked stream because they are revealing gameplay on that stream. So if you recall in the the trailer at the very end, they said we'll get our first look at gameplay today on the 31st. So they're revealing that on the Frontier Unlocked stream. So hopefully it's all about Planet Coaster 2. We might have to sit through some of Frontier's other stuff. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. I've never actually sat through and watched one of their unlocked streams because they haven't been talking about Planet Coaster. So I really had no interest in watching one of these streams. So I'm very, very excited to see what they come up with and what we get. Hopefully we get a decent amount of gameplay. I'm hoping. I'm hoping at the very least, 30 or so minutes. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you guys so much for being here. While we wait, I just wanted to come in here and maybe just kind of discuss with some stuff. But my gosh, there's a lot of you here. I wasn't expecting this many of you to be here. That's crazy. Thank you guys so much for being here. I've never seen a stream where I have over 230 people watching me at the same time. That's crazy. Absolutely insane that we have this many people watching. I don't know if anyone else is doing anything like this, like reacting to the live stream. I'm not sure, but we're going to check this live stream out together, and I cannot wait. So, what do I most want to see? So I'm gonna try and stick. I'm gonna try and stay up with keep up with chat, but it's gonna be probably very hard with how many people are in here right now, which is crazy. But I want to see, at least today, I would love to see the new pathing system because pathing has been overhauled. I do want to see a little bit of the coaster builder and maybe a POV of the coasters because I heard the coaster cam is a lot smoother now than Planet Coaster 1, which is great to hear because we had those content creators got a sneak preview of some gameplay already. I'm curious if we're going to be seeing that gameplay or if we're going to be seeing something new. Hopefully it's brand new gameplay that no one has seen. That's what I'm hoping. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But I'm very, very excited to see what we have in store, just for anything, honestly. But I have a feeling we're probably going to see of doing a lot of water parks stuff. I feel like that might be the thing because that's their whole marketing thing with Planet Coaster 2 is water parks right now. So I could see them showing off water park stuff. I hope we get more than that. I really do hope we do, and I think we will. But just how much more will we get? How are we going to see new flat rides? Are we going to get a reveal of a new coaster type? Maybe a few coaster types? Are we going to see weather in the game? Because I think weather is something that's definitely going to be in the game. Are we going to see anything like drop tracks? Because drop tracks have been confirmed somehow, but it was during a Q&A during when the creators got to see everything. And by the way, Frontier, um, I'm totally open to promoting Planet Coaster 2 if you wanna send me any early keys or anything like that. Just saying, I would love to play in or play the beta and stuff. Give my feedback for sure. But we're waiting in case you guys want to watch the actual stream for Frontier. I think they'll be live on Twitch, and I think they'll also be live on YouTube. I'm hoping they haven't posted like a scheduled stream on YouTube, so but they have on Twitch. So Frontier. So I have Twitch. I have both up just in case. That way we are prepared either way, whichever platform I watch it on. But super exciting. If you guys recall, I remember when Frontier went live with um, when they went live with that 24-hour live stream of just Planet Coaster noises and crowd sounds and stuff like that. And I remember coming home that night after work, I'm like, this is still live? Like, what the heck? And then the next day when they were doing the countdown and I saw a coaster track, I knew something was up by then, obviously. And we were, whoops, sorry. And we were speculating what it's going to be. Is it going to be a DLC or is it going to be Planet Coaster 2? And I was holding out hopes it was Planet Coaster 2, and lo and behold, it was Planet Coaster 2. So I remember because I was about to go into work that morning, and I was able to watch it before I went in. Right before, like 15 minutes before I was scheduled, I got to watch the trailer, so I got to watch it. Anyways, let me check on the ads for this stream real quick. I might turn them down for you guys so you don't have ads popping up all the time. Hold on. Let me turn that down for you guys. There you go. Alright, I turned that down for you guys. I'm doing it for you, okay? I don't want you guys to get interrupted by a ton of ads while we're watching this, so thanks for reminding me that, by the way. I definitely turn them down for you guys. Let me know if they're still popping up constantly. They shouldn't be, but that should be definitely less. The Dubby had. We are sponsored by Dubby, which use my. You can go down in the description if you want to get some nice energy. Nice energy option, energy drinks. 10% off your purchase when you use code JLW Games. We've had that sponsor for a while now, but very, very good stuff. I like the. I need to try some of their newer stuff. They have a lot of newer stuff that's come out on Dubby. So, anyways, how much time we got left? It's only been 7 minutes since we've been live. So, oh gosh, oh gosh. We got people asking for shoutouts for no reason. Why would I give you a shoutout? I don't even know you. Dragonade is one of my favorites for sure, but I love the oh gosh, what else do they have? They have Dragonade. They even have cans now. Wow, that's cool. Push and Punch is another good one. I like that one a lot. Push and Punch. Yeah, Push and Punch. Yeah. I currently have Push and Punch and Dragonade. Those are two of my favorites. They have Calio Cream. Anyways, really cool stuff. And if you guys didn't know, just so you guys know, like, I do have channel memberships as well that you don't have to join. I'm just putting it out there. I just appreciate you guys being here to begin with, but if you want early access to my videos, because I do give channel members early access, you can hit that join button. If you want to support the channel further, that is up to you. You don't have to. The only thing it's going to give you is early access to videos. If you don't do it, then you're still going to be able to watch all my videos. I'm never going to put out like exclusive content because I don't want to keep content away from people. I want to make sure everyone has a chance to see it. But if you want to see my videos about a day early, usually, sometimes even more, that's an option for you guys. If you want to support us even further, you don't have to. You're showing your support just by being subscribed and watching my videos, which is all free. So that's huge in of itself. So let's go ahead, and I wonder if pre-orders will come out today. Probably not, but do they get early access? Not to the stream, unfortunately, because it's a live stream, but I could do... I am able to do members-only streams, but I hate keeping... I don't want to put a paywall in my content at all in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, that doesn't go well for most YouTubers, putting a paywall between them and their content. I can understand if they do join and stuff like that. We can do, like, some fun stuff, but, like, I don't think I'll ever put a paywall between my normal content, for sure, like, ever. Like don't think I would ever do like a members only series. I think that wouldn't be fair for the people that just want to watch my content. And I don't think I would ever do that. Has the stream started? No, it starts in about 20 minutes. I just decided to go live 30 minutes before so we can get ready and be ready for when it does go live. So we're just going to be discussing a little bit for about 20 more minutes until it comes on. So anyways, in case you guys are wondering, some of you guys are trying to figure out, like, if I don't have an early access key, I'm not going to be playing the game today. I'm going to be watching the gameplay that they're showing off today on their Frontier Unlock stream. So in about 19 minutes, they should be going live. I have their YouTube up already, and also it should be on Twitch and YouTube as well. So just so you guys know what is kind of going on, if you're not understanding what's going on really, I'm reacting to the first official gameplay that they are going. So where can we watch it? We can watch it on stream or Twitch. I'll go ahead and put their the link here, and I might pin it. There we go. There we go. You can watch it there at twitch.tv/Frontier is where you can watch it live. I will go ahead and pin this message too, so you guys have that. So you guys can see that. That's where you guys can go watch it. So we're just waiting for them to go live right now. Once they go live, we will react to this thing. So again, I don't know if they're going to talk about any other games during this stream. They might actually go over, so we might have to suffer through a few other games. Like, I don't know if they'll talk about Elite Dangerous or Planet Zoo, or I mean, Planet Zoo would be fine. Like, but we're all here. We're all here for Planet Coaster 2. Where's the gameplay? We're waiting right now for Frontier to go live. So again, guys, I'm not playing it myself. I am reacting to the gameplay that they're going to be revealing in their Frontier Unlock stream. So, in case you didn't know, they do a stream at the end of each month, where they actually, oh, I see other people reacting to it right now too. That's crazy. Crazy, bruh. Wow, we're not the only one doing this. It's crazy. I just found someone else that's going to be reacting to it as well. Which is Noise. But we're here waiting on Frontier. So, alright, I'm so excited. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. So, yes, I do have a wife. I don't know why, but don't know why, kind of an interesting question to ask, but yes, I do. We get a specific date, not just, they have only released that, it's going to be releasing in the fall. I'm definitely going to say November for sure. King's Dominion's new wing coaster, oh yeah. They just, announced that, didn't they? I saw it got leaked like a day early, and that's when I saw all of it. Someone's getting fired from that, that's for sure. All right. Anyways, let's see. I'm gonna go to Frontier's YouTube as well. That way we can be ready for because I prefer to watch it on YouTube over Twitch, but that's just me. But if we have to do one or the other, that's fine. But we'll keep their YouTube up as well. Anyways, my gosh, I've never had this many viewers on a live stream ever. So thank you guys so much for being here as you guys watch my reaction to the gameplay, and I'm sure you guys are going to be excited for this gameplay as well. Again, I have pinned it where you can watch the live stream that is should be going live in about 15 minutes, and we will be checking out all of that. I'm very excited. I turned ads down for you guys, so you guys don't have to suffer through a ton of ads. the whole time. I'm so excited. So a couple of things that are confirmed again. If you guys haven't heard any of the stuff that's confirmed, we're going to be able to customize flat rides, coaster trains with custom scenery. Scaling is going to be in the game, so it is official. We are getting scaling, so we'll be able to scale scenery items. We'll also be getting obviously water parks and all that fun stuff. We're also getting drop tracks. I can't remember if I said that. That's also been confirmed, which is amazing. You've already had 2 unskippable ads. Hopefully it should be set to less now. So, but hopefully we'll be getting pre-orders soon. I will definitely be getting on top of that. I don't know when we'll get pre-orders. Maybe it's today. I don't know. But other things, what else has been confirmed? The surf coaster, obviously. A few of the flat rides that we've seen are also confirmed. We're getting a new pathing system, pathing overhaul. I'm very excited to see how that works. As we've seen in screenshots and the trailer, it has been, you can definitely tell it's different. Like, there's stuff they showed off in those screenshots that you're not going to be able to do in Planet Coaster 1, at least very easily. So, but anyways, welcome, guys. Did I kick something? No, because not unless the stream buffers for me. Then I would kick something. That's for sure. Pre-order is a couple months prior to release. Well, it is only a few months away, probably. We saw the trailer. Where's the gameplay? Hopefully in 13 minutes. Again, I don't know how long it's going to take, but we shall see. Oh, Dark Ride updates. Yes, that would be huge. I hope there's updating to lighting. That is one of my biggest requests, is that we have much more realistic lighting. If you enclose a building, it should be pitch dark. I would definitely prefer that over the time machine that we've been having to use in Planet Coaster 1. But definitely updates to dark rides would be huge. I'm just excited to see what the game looks like, and I think we're getting weather as well. I don't think it's been fully confirmed, but I think we are at least getting rain. I think they were saying that it was there, like there was a icon for weather or something. So never get to bring our Planet Coaster creations into Planet Coaster. Yeah, that would be incredible, but I don't see it happening, and I kind of understand why it wouldn't work out very well, but you'd have to have everything from the first game in the second game completely copied over, and we know that's not going to completely happen, so I don't see that being an option, as awesome as it would be, but one thing that I'm excited for as well, I wish we were getting multiplayer where we could play simultaneously in a park. Unfortunately, we're not getting that, but we are going to have an easier way to share our park, so you can actually share your park with other people where they can build in it one at a time. So, like, if I'm doing a collaboration with, like, 4 people, I could share my file with those other 4 people, and they have access to build in that park file as well. So it'll be really cool instead of switching the park file back and forth through the Steam Workshop and stuff. So, and we're also getting cross-platform, so we'll be able to share all our parks between all platforms. So if I'm playing on PC, I can share my park with the console players as well. Console players can do that. So I'm very concerned a little bit if that means we're going to have any limits, or because the console is obviously limited. I don't know if that's going to change anything for that, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully not, because I do not want to be limited as a PC player. So, obviously. Community Park can properly return. It definitely can. I do plan on potentially doing, like, some sort of community park where we can all build in a park and maybe have, like, a set number of us have our own little sections that we can work on. I think that would be really, really fun and cool to do a park with the community with you guys and work on something like that. That would be absolutely awesome. Hope we get better park opening and closing realism. I don't know if they'll go that far, but I can understand why they wouldn't, but I think it would be cool to have like a park opening and closing realism as well. I would love to see more park management with like your ride operators and stuff, because obviously you have ride operators in our parks in Planet Coaster 1, but you don't have to pay them or anything. They work for free. So I hope they have better animations like for when guests get into the rides, like they don't just pop into the ride just out of nowhere, like they just teleport into the ride seat. I hope they actually like have animations to getting into the trains. And then I would just, it's a nitpick, but I would love to be able to have operators check restraints and stuff like that. Another one thing that would be really cool would be being able to move our operator's booth wherever we want. So like, you know how you have like the checklist, place entrance, place exit, there should be a place operator booth option. So that way we can place our operator booth wherever we want. Sometimes I want to place it over my track maybe. So like if you have those like wing coasters, or there's some other coasters, like even Fire in the Hole at Silver Dollar City, where the booth is actually above the track. That would actually be a nice little touch to have, to be able to place the operator's booth wherever we want. I think that would be really, really nice. And I would also like more realistic breakdowns, where the ride can like break down on like a lift hill or at a launch or something, and maybe ride evacs could be a thing. I'm not entirely sure, but at least have it to where the rides could shut down, or the trains could shut down in random spots. So maybe you have like a failed launch and maybe you can get a rollback or something. That would be kind of cool. I highly doubt any of that will make it into it, but this is just me being hopeful, and like I think that'd be really cool if we could get like rollbacks and stuff. That would be actually pretty sick. Like if you have a launch coaster and then like something goes wrong and then it rolls back, an operation mode would be pretty cool too. I doubt it would also be in there, but being able to operate your rides as an operator would be pretty cool, so you can actually run the rides. That would be pretty awesome, if you ask me. But I hope we have updated sound effects too with rides. That would be awesome. Rollbacks would be cool. I haven't seen anybody talk about that. That would actually be a pretty cool thing, right? You know, stop on the launch and lift hills, count as block zones. Yeah, they would stop in the block zones. That would be awesome, for sure. And like, that would actually be a legit thing. And I know there's more management into Planet Coaster 2. We have to worry about shade now, sunscreen, like with the water parks. You actually have to worry about how shaded your park is now. So it tells me that they are really going above and beyond, a lot more above and beyond for when it comes to park management and stuff. So it gives me a little hopeful that we have to manage a lot more stuff. I know we're going to have to manage electricity and water now. So like you have to make sure your water's clean in your pools and stuff. And guest safety is another one. So like, so obviously you have lifeguards and stuff. It makes me wonder, are guests able to die in this game? Unlike the last one, like is someone able to drown if you don't have enough, you know, like lifeguards present or something? I'm very curious of how they tackle that, because obviously, it'd be very interesting. And of course, I know how many people love to make death parks, which I never actually have done that in Planet Coaster, really, but because you can actually do coaster crashes into people, anyways. But we have about 7 minutes, less than 10 minutes to go. Hoping that these go live fairly soon. Hopefully, let's see if they've posted anything. They haven't posted anything on YouTube yet about their live stream. They never schedule a live stream on. I don't know if they usually do, but anyways. All right, but I have the Twitch stream up just in case. Yeah, RCT 1 and 2, you could actually kill guests, like they would actually die. Which is crazy. That's the thing. I don't know if they could get away with that these days, but anyways, RCT2, Frontier did work on some stuff for RCT2. Yes, they did. That is true. I know they were the full actual developers for Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And I think they worked on some expansion packs for Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, I believe. RCT2 has more real. It's crazy how good the sound design was in those old games. They were pretty good. I do hope they have some upgraded sound effects and stuff like that. That'd be great. You have to say unalive. Oh, am I gonna get demonetized for that? Sorry. What kind of DLC do I think will come out for the game? That's a good question. I think we'll get a lot of decent DLC. I think we'll get a lot more, potentially get a lot more partnerships. So like I could see, like, as crazy as it sounds, but I could see something like an Epic Universe DLC, you know, with that coincides with the opening of Epic Universe at Universal, and you can get a lot of like pieces from Epic Universe, say like Universal Monsters was New World of Harry Potter, How to Train Your Dragon pieces. Like that would be awesome. I'd be all for something like that. I'd be all for stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for being here. We're at over 260 viewers right now. You guys are awesome. I'd imagine we might be able to push 300 once the stream starts. Once we can actually finally start seeing that gameplay. Oh, they actually went live on... Look at this. Look at this. They actually are live on Twitch right now. So let me switch on over to that so you guys can see that. There we go. Let's go. You guys excited? They are live now. I don't know if they're live. They're live on YouTube as well. It looks like I do see that. But I'm not seeing where to click on it. Because I prefer YouTube. I feel like YouTube does better. Oh, Rudy is also... Ah, he's also watching. He's also watching. Rudy's over there watching as well. He's got a stream going. Do I have this unmuted? Alright, we got 5 minutes, guys. Let's go. You guys excited? We are here. 5-minute timer. Alright. Guys, we're that close. You know that this stream is gonna do insanely well for them. It shows they're live, but where's their live stream? There it is. Oh, here it is. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to bring up. I'm gonna bring up the. Is that new music for Planet Coaster? Maybe new background music. There we go. Alright, let's bring this up and back. There we go. Woo! I was gonna say, I think this is like new audio for the game. It could be. That sounds very Planet Coaster-esque, but more modern. Got the beats going. Yeah, I've been waiting for this for weeks, since the reveal trailer. So this stream usually goes about an hour, I think is usually how long. I don't know if we'll get all gameplay there. Probably not, but we can be hopeful. This is a bop. I could see myself building to this kind of music. You can hear like shades of Planet Coaster 1 in there. Like it's a new version of the Planet Coaster 1 soundtrack. Wait, no, this sounds like Planet Zoo. Yeah, that's Planet Zoo music. I wonder if that's making it into Planet Coaster. That's actually kind of more similar to Planet Zoo. Now that I remember, this is actually a background that plays for Planet Zoo. Am I wrong about that? Pretty sure it's Planet Zoo. Pretty positive it's Planet Zoo. But again, this stream is not just for Planet Coaster. This is Frontier as a whole that do these streams, so we could have to wait through a few other games potentially. It is possible that we have to wait through a few games. We'll have to wait and see. But, keep that up. I'm gonna close that because we're gonna watch it on YouTube. Alright. Just trying to make sure I'm prepared for this, alright? I can't believe we're this close to getting a Planet Coaster 2 footage. So many more things to talk about after today, right? That's the fun part. All right. But thank you guys so much for being here, guys. We're going to get ready to watch this as soon as it goes live in about a minute. So, hey, the hype for real, $2. Thank you so much for the $2. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it, though. Swift T? I say, sorry if I butchered your name. I appreciate the $2, though. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Alright, guys. You guys ready? We got less than a minute before this thing starts. Again, I don't know how long we'll have to wait before we actually get Planet Coaster 2 gameplay. We might have to wait a minute, because they might go over a few other things about some of their other games. You never know. Hopefully it's mostly just Planet Coaster 2, though, but we'll have to wait and see, because again, this stream is for Frontier as a whole. So they show off a lot of stuff for all of their games, not just Planet Coaster. So, but it is going to be there. Ah, $10. Thank you so much. Pride Ops get added to the game. I hope you add entire Outlaw Run team. Oh yeah, you know that's happening. You know that's happening. We're going to add everyone in there. I'm going to have Brecken, Ryan. We're going to have you in there. We're going to have me. All right, here we go, guys. Hopefully it's mostly Planet Coaster 2. Get all the talk out of the way. Hype, hype, hype. Oh, we're gonna see the... We're gonna see the trailer again. Let's go. I'm gonna turn the audio down a little bit. I don't want to get copyrighted. I don't know if this song's copyrighted. I never got striked before yet, but maybe if I talk enough, I won't have to worry about it. You guys ready? I'm fine with watching this first. Oh, be a good. I wish I could have done a live reaction to the trailer, but I had to work. Like, I would have probably been crying on stream. Sucks that I had to work, but it was unexpected. It came out of nowhere. What were we supposed to do? So we're getting a Planet Coaster 2 trailer to start things off, just to let us remember what we're seeing here. Yeah, I've seen this trailer so many times. Frontier does so good on their trailers. Good day. It is indeed. Oh, they got rid of the gameplay thing because it's today.
Hello everyone, and
hello.
Welcome to Frontier Unlocked.
Oh, they got the Planet Coaster 2 posters up. I want those posters.
It's a big one, everyone.
I want Queen Splash and Coaster King.
Keep an eye. So yes, we have a lot of Planet Coaster 2
up the audio
for you today. You're going to be eating very, very well.
I'm hungry.
I saw in there, Sammy said love Frontier, so love back to you, Sammy. I've been told apparently this is something to do with my generation, the heart I use.
I'm hungry.
I don't know what it is, but love back to you. So we've got lots of stuff to go through.
Cat is going crazy.
We've got some guests for you as well. We've got some gameplay to show you as well, but we've got some housekeeping as well, haven't we, Chantel? So do you want to go through some of the bits?
Everything. So
spill the beans.
To start, we have a paint job for Elite Dangerous, and it is called the Solar Beam. And
hooray, Elite Dangerous. I told you guys we're probably going to have to sit through some of this stuff first.
So nice fancy new ship paint.
There we go. So just watch the show for 20 minutes. I'm sure
I actually did play Elite Dangerous a little bit.
That drop. So
it's actually kind of. It was actually kind of fun.
So just watching 20 minutes will earn you those.
It will probably be the last part of the stream. Let's be honest,
really
but
cool prizes this time to celebrate.
Got to be ready.
Planet Coaster 2. Right. Now, look, I've been really excited to talk about Planet Coaster 2.
Me too.
Because ever since we did Unlocked, show number 1, I heard people in chat telling me, please announce Planet Coaster 2. It's not down to me to announce Planet Coaster 2. It's the guys that are building the game, make the game. Right. But anyways, we're here now. I've been waiting to say this for a long time, haven't I?
You have
Can I say it?
Of course you can.
Say it? All right.
Say it.
World premiere.
Let's go! We got another trailer? We got tube slides. Deep dive. Coasters and water parks combined.
Hi, I'm Rich Newbold, game director.
That already revealed a
I'm
lot
Adam
there.
Woods, Senior Executive Producer, and we are really excited to show you the very first look at Planet Coaster 2 in this first deep dive video.
Yes,
We're going
please.
to take a look at the combination of water parks
so cool.
and roller coaster parks. So let's dive in. Rich, what is Planet Coaster 2?
Planet Coaster 2
You don't know
is
what
the
it is?
sequel to the original Planet Coaster, the game we all know and love. It's a creative management sim about building and designing those amazing theme parks, kind of running a successful park, making sure your guests are happy and spending money so you can keep building it and expanding it. And it's about sharing those creations as well.
Everyone be quiet.
And in Planet Coaster 2, we're bringing those amazing water parks that have been requested by our community for many years now into a game that you know and love.
Speaking of water
Oh,
parks,
it looks
we
so
are
good.
here already in the water park area of this theme park that we've built already.
All right, everyone,
This
look.
is a work in progress sandbox from one of our development builds.
I'm looking at
You
everything
can
on the
see our
UI.
guests are already enjoying the pool that
Flumes is a
placed here.
section now.
Pop that down
There's
quite
actually a
quickly
flume
using the
section.
new Pool tool where you can place geometric shapes or custom
the
shapes
pathing.
as well, kind of building to your heart's content, really. In the back we have body flumes. These are constructed piece by piece, just like the roller coaster tracks you can
They
see
look
in the
great.
far distance as well.
See a diving
Allow me
board.
Full creativity. I choose exactly how I
Look
want
at that
slide
lifeguard
to-
rolling in.
to look and to work. I do have to balance, of course.
There's
the
so much to
custom
look at.
rules
I'm
here,
trying to
right?
like
We don't wanna
dissect everything at once.
Overexcite our guests, or maybe they do. Guests will have certain preferences and tolerances to that. And we also have the rather incredible looking
See anything in the
drop
UI
piece at the
that's
top here.
interesting,
Vertical
maybe?
drop piece. Guests get in and they come shooting down the slide.
I love
out
the
into
stairways to get up
splash
there.
pool at the end there. I think we get a good view from that point, I think, don't we? There we go. Would you go on that?
Is it quiet?
That is
Sorry.
not the kind of ride that appeals to me. I get motion sick and I'm afraid of heights. So neither of those things have made this flume appealing to me.
You'll also notice that we have the ability to have transparent sections of the
That's so
flume
cool.
as well. This is all
Transparent.
kind of inspired by real life flumes and real life water parks.
Yeah,
And
lazy
you can-
rivers have already
as
been
you clearly
confirmed.
can see here, you can also change
Heat
the
maps,
colours,
yeah.
creating a really vibrant and interesting part of your water park.
Bringing water to Planet Coaster 2 has been really exciting. It's been great. It's been a challenge as well of how we provide tools for players to create those kind of authentic
about the heat
looking
maps already.
pools of water that you see in water parks. Those kind of, sometimes they're geometric shape, they're kind of square or
They are
rectangular,
new,
or
but
they have these
they
kind
have
of
already
natural
mentioned
kidney
them.
bean shapes as well. Making sure we have tools that allow players to build those kind of pools in their water parks. It's also how they look. And we want to make them look visually appealing for our guests. We wanted an aesthetic that is kind of that vibrant blue water that you see in that idealistic water park that we all have in our minds as well, and making sure that it looks amazing and
Look at the
interacts well with
pathing,
your
though.
guests, whether it's on a flume or as they're jumping into from the side as they cannonball in and things like that. So it's been great bringing that through development from a kind of basic prototype to something that looks visually amazing as well.
I think it was also an interesting point to think about the management element of what a water park
Oh yeah, we got
needs.
wave pools. Look
You
at the
know,
wave
we have
pool.
the new lifeguard, the new staff type, right, which has its safety
Safety.
conscious people will always want to make sure that guests are okay in the pool. So you have your lifeguard station, which is manned by
I
a
hope
lifeguard.
water looks better at
around
night.
Currently making sure someone's not panicking too much in the water. And there's also the economy side of the water park and how that
Economy.
helps me expand my park even further. We have guest services, which are the areas where you'll buy the pool passes now.
I
So
see
can
new.
monetize access to the pools
stalls.
and keep my economy going. We've got a new shop, Splash Emporium, buying all those inflatables ready to use in the pool as well.
Always need those for a pool, and as you say, there's the economy aspect as well, making sure you've got the price point for those things right, so that they're appealing to your guests, but also high enough so that
Goes
you can
by days
kind of
now?
make
Oh, I
as much
do see
profit as
that. Day
possible
one.
and keep your park economy going.
Instead of year one, it
Some would
says
say
day
the
one.
most important part of a water park would be its changing facilities.
I would say the flumes and the pools are the most important part, but
Maybe. But if I
you
can't
go.
get changed into my Speedos, then I can't get on
I
the
think
flume.
we're splitting hairs. Changing rooms are really important, though. I think
Changing
you're right
rooms. Think about that.
They are, and they appear in Planet Coaster 2. You have to make sure your guests can access these
That structure,
changing
though.
rooms so they can get changed into their costumes and, of course, get changed back into their clothes, ready if they want to enjoy the rest of the park.
one of the important parts of your park are your guests. They're the whole point that we're building these big parks to keep them entertained, keep them spending money, and that gives them a really thrilling time. In Planet Coaster 2, we've taken the opportunity to rebuild the guests, the kind of the way they look, providing a lot more diversity, representation, and variety
They do look a little
in the
better.
guests that are in your parks. You're also going to have more feedback into whether they're having a good time or a bad time, and we've also got them being affected by kind of bigger things in the park as well, such as the weather. The water
Wonder if
parks
they can get
giving us an
sunburns.
opportunity to have these wonderfully hot, vibrant parks, and in Planet Coaster 2 they'll be a bit affected by things like sunburn, so you've got to make sure that they have access
Aha, I told
to
you.
sun cream to make sure that they don't.
That's why I'm saying I hope we get more than water parks today.
So this lady's
that
got
was
some
my
factor
worry
50
too.
on.
I hope so as well.
I think so.
As excited
they'll
as I
also
am
give
for
you
water
that
parks.
feedback of there being on a ride that's too
wanna see
thrilling
more.
or fearful or too nauseating as well. So you'll have that more immediate feedback from the guests themselves onto what kind of time they're having in your park, whether it's a good
Yeah.
one or a bad one.
And it's not just guests that we've sort of gone back and looked at refreshing and rebuilding. We've also taken the firm fan
There we go.
favourites of flat rides and coasters over to Planet Coaster 2. But
Fan
we've
favorites.
rebuilt them, really. You know, we've rebuilt them ready for
I want to see
more
this.
creative options. You'll see here we've got
Show
our,
it.
Teacups, but they look quite wildly different now.
Look at the big
this has
half-pipe,
had a bit of a pass from me on its queue path and on attaching scenery directly to rides.
Show us
now,
paths.
and blueprints to directly to rides. Really quick and easy. Just pop it on, put it to any of the parts that move, and away it goes. It all moves with it.
Because although this area of the park's using one of our new themes, our aquatic theme, the teacup itself looks like it's aquatic themed as well, but that's not because it's an aquatic teacup. We built the teacups to be planar in this case, to allow us to put the aquatic scenery directly onto the rides. So some of the
So
rides
cool.
from Planet Coaster 1,
Show
from
it.
the original one that we've rebuilt,
I want to see the
have been kind
process.
of pared back to allow us to put those scenery pieces on.
To allow you
Planet
guys
Coaster.
more freedom in how you want to theme it.
Yeah, exactly. It means that you'll have a lot more options now of
These
I want
balloons
to
are
take a ride and put it
interesting.
into anywhere in my
Look at the
park, any
bubbles.
theme in my park. How do I do that? Well, now I've got more flexibility in putting scenery, putting blueprints on, and having it animate and move around with the ride itself.
I can
which
see
is
the
wonderful to see. As you
platform
can see
for,
here with that teacup, as you say,
that
with
coaster,
the submarine blueprint in the
which
middle of
doesn't
the
make me
pedestal.
too happy
And
because
I'm
it has
sure
the big
many
platform.
eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed that there's patterns on this ride as well. That's another customized option. All rides will come with predefined patterns. You can select it, and then it will
Oh.
appear on certain parts of the frame and the teacups as well here.
Interesting.
We have the 360 power.
Not
another
a fan of
returning
the entrance and
favourite in
exit
the back as
pieces
well. You can
coming
see
back.
Another example of how we've
Sci-fi.
used other parts of the aquatic theme to change the look and feel of this ride completely, and it's only one of
It looks great, though,
different
like, with
themes
the
that are coming.
scenery that you
Planet
can
Coaster
do.
2.
Yeah, this one has a gradient pattern on it. We've attached some of the aquatic pieces directly to the back end of the
Yeah.
360
Show us the
power, so it moves
process.
as the thing as it rotates around as well.
And another little example of how just one theme can look so radically different using different colours and different sort of colour palettes and ways between the two here.
Time goes slower.
I suppose I've teased a little bit of what's round.
Yeah, we
back
can
of
see
that
it
part.
we can see it
I don't
over
know if
there.
I,
You keep moving the camera
What's
around
that?
to get us all excited about it.
Yes, it's not just standard body flumes that are going to come brand new to
Yeah, the
Planet Coaster
half-pipe.
2.
That's
We're
so
also
good.
looking at other varieties as well, such as the mega-looking up to 6-person raft flume.
That looks
here,
so good, though.
Complete with inspired by real-life piece, the fly trap. I would definitely go on this.
I think I would brave this one
right up
actually.
my street. As well as that, we had the plug
Pretty
hole
fire.
here in the middle. We've got the sphere, and we have the boomerang nestled in the back as well. All inspired by real life.
Man, they got a
water
lot more
rides
than I
in-
thought they
in
would.
Real life. And the other thing you'll notice quite strikingly is that the colour and the patterns on these ones are very different to what we had at the beginning. Again, new customization options to the new rides in Planet Coaster 2 means I can very quickly create these stripe patterns if I so wish to, which
Nice.
gives a real visual panache.
It looks
to my
lovely.
water park.
It really does. And we have different flumes, different slides, and we have different special pieces for those as well. We don't just have these ones. There's a lot of different pieces.
One of many, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it isn't just flat rides we can customize in Planet Coaster 2. I can now also add
Oh,
my
here we go.
personal touch to any of the coaster
That's
cars.
so cool.
That's right.
I've got my Whirlpool
It
coaster
looks-
at the back here. It's closed, ready ready
so
for the
good.
guests to get onto. Because
Put
I was
a-
just
you put a tube
adding
on it.
some scenery pieces to it here. It's got an aquatic theme, so I thought I'd add a ring to the front as if it's kind of been
I think those are lights on the side.
constructed or come straight from the factory like that. And we've also got these really lovely light bars from the resort theme, which is one of the other
That's
new
the Tacoma.
things that Planet Coaster 2. And I'll just pop them on the side. And although I do still have all of the advanced object movement tools that we are used to in Planet Coaster, the original one, I didn't actually have to hand place all of these lights down the side. We have very clever tools where I can mirror from this side to the other side
That's so
instantly.
cool.
And I can also do twinning, which means it will apply to all of the cars in my train, but I can also then make it affect all trains in the coaster, and that's why in the background you'll also see that the second train has been customized the same. I didn't place all of them down, I placed that one ring and I placed that one light bar. Set the
So
right
cool how
options,
we can add
and it
lights
is
to the cars. now.
everywhere else.
It's going to be great to
Really
see
easy.
how our wonderful community can bring those scenery
looks like
pieces and blueprints.
Mine is very
Looks like the
yours is
crappy
very subdued
platforms
or
coming back
subtle.
though. Not too
It
thrilled
is
about that.
incredible
yeah. Oh,
The
thank you.
for the
giant
time you had to get it.
Thank you.
fencing.
But with time and imagination, I know the community are going to really put together the scenery pieces, the ability to change the color, to change the scale of objects now as well, attach them to rides, to coaster cars.
Yeah, we
and
haven't
come
even
with,
spoken
We're
about
not
scaling.
going into any
Yeah.
menus,
so
which
come
means
up
they're
with so many
hiding
wonderful
stuff.
creations. I'm really looking forward
one
to
of the
that.
new flat
And it's not
rides.
just about fan favorite rides and fan favorite coasters.
Sure,
We
you
have
know
such
that.
a big suite of rides and coasters. We also have new ones as well, such
Yeah.
as this Frenzy Thrill ride, which is going to spin our guests on in a terrifying way, in my opinion.
I wouldn't go on
I think
this
they're
one.
excited.
I
Really?
wouldn't. I am a roller coaster and water ride guy. Flat rides sometimes, my belly's a bit too old these days. I feel a bit sick. The nausea rating on this one probably be a bit too high for me.
But yeah, this
Give me a
one-
good roller coaster and I'm all right.
For what it's worth, this is one of my favourite rides in the game. Me too. I would never go on it in real life, but I love the way it looks. I love
It
the way it
does, yeah.
moves.
on,
I'm
show us
really
pads.
excited to add it to Planet
Show
Coaster
us
2.
something.
We've had a look at some of the creative tools coming, and I touched on some of the new management features with the facilities and the new shop earlier. But we've got some new ones. We've got other ones, haven't we?
Yeah, as part of the water parks, we have water filtration. So you need to make sure that these pools that
Right.
are being used by our
Water
guests stay nice
filtration.
and clean. Over time, as the pools get busier and
Ain't no
busier, they're going to
splashing
get
in the
dirtier
pool.
and dirtier. So you need to make sure you have
At the
water
surface,
filtration
that's
system
so
in
cool.
place for your pools and your flumes. And then on your coasters, your rides and your facilities, we have a power system as well. So you need to make sure there's enough power for them to keep running and for your guests to use them.
And they'll need maintaining as well.
Exactly. You need to make sure you've got
Can't
that,
let them run out.
that spine, that essential part of running a park is the staff.
Yeah.
So making sure you have all of the appropriate staff in place, enough of them as well, make sure they're happy, paid well, and keep their morale high. But your
There is an
power
unload
and your
platform. I'll have
water
to
need
look
to have
back and see
mechanics,
if-
as do your rides,
if
make
that's
sure they're
true.
being serviced and repaired if they break down. We've seen our
I mean,
lifeguards in
this person
action
looks way too
in our
happy.
pool already. This park needs
Giant
more janitors.
binoculars.
I was about to
It's a very
say,
dirty park.
I'm sure lots of people are saying you need janitors in your
Yep,
park, Adam, and I
exactly.
do. Perhaps I need to hire a few more in.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we need to make
littering.
sure
Few
we've
more
got
bins about as
more
well.
bins in there. So the janitors to clean your park, make sure your guests are enjoying a nice clean park. No one wants to be in a park full of litter. We have vendors for your shops. Make sure they stay open so your guests can buy their food, their drink, their souvenirs. We have ride attendants.
Yeah.
Make sure that your rides and your coasters and your flumes stay open so your guests can keep on using them. And we have our wonderful selection of entertainers, of mascots, and we have some new ones in Planet Coaster 2 as well.
Let's have a sneak peek at Queen Splash.
Queen
Introducing
Queen Splash.
Queen Splash.
We've been enjoying this deep dive in our more traditional camera view, but I think we should enjoy that coaster you've been customizing. I think we can enjoy that first person and kind of really see what the
Giant
guests are
ride
gonna feel as well
platforms
as they go around
returned.
your
I
park.
was hoping not. Hey, we get.
Of course, it's not
On
just
ride.
your roller coasters you'll be able to
POV.
experience with first-person
See how this
mode.
looks.
You'll be able to experience all of your flat rides and also your water flumes as well, including that very
Smoother
impressive
coaster
looking raft
cam?
flume we saw earlier. I can imagine going down that fly trap in the hot seat is going to be quite the experience.
I am interested to see how smooth this is.
In this deep dive, we've just been giving you an overview of what's going to be possible in Planet Coaster 2, bringing those amazing
looked
water
fairly
park
smooth.
visuals to the game with those, as you say, those amazing flumes and slides in their pieces. We've got our new creative tools. We have new
course, that was the
themes and the
seat view
ability to
too,
customize
not
those rides and those
bumper.
coaster cars as well.
Next up, we'll have a look at the tools that you'll be using to create these parks, and we can't wait to show you more. Thank you so much for watching.
No one
If that's it, I'm gonna be pretty mad. I want more. They didn't show us how to build anything.
There we go. That is a first look at some of the gameplay for Planet
Oh
Coaster
my
2.
gosh.
That was great, right?
Amazing.
Very, very cool stuff. But we've got the stars of the show
Can't
with
expect
us
too
in the
much.
studio. White Choppages, Adam. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, I was hoping for
Welcome,
more.
Welcome, Adam.
Thank you for
Gonna
having
be
me. Hello,
honest.
Thank you very much for having us on.
Really excited. First time actually having you on the sofa.
I was hoping
Sounds
that they
weird,
would
chat.
show
Don't
us
don't
how
make
to
it weird,
build
chat.
stuff, or like
But
in the
really excited
menus
to have you
and
here.
stuff.
And we're going to do something really special actually, because we're going to be playing a build of the game, right?
We are. Yeah.
So
yeah.
you've just seen some of the deep dive stuff. Thank you so
Are
much.
you gonna
for,
do it
for
more?
sharing that with
Is
us.
there more?
Thank you even more.
He's got a keyboard and mouse.
Live
gonna do
chat.
it live.
So as we're chatting, obviously we're going to throw some questions at you. I think you've got
Got a
some
keyboard and mouse. He
questions
might be showing us
Yeah.
stuff live.
Fanboying over here, just asking random stuff.
Hold
But
on.
we're going to be showing you a build of the game, which might be on the screen now. But producer Adam, you can probably flick us to some of the gameplay. So some
Okay, we're in a
points-
park. There's more.
Point out if I can put my teeth in. It
Show
is,
us
as I
more.
said, a development build. So, and this is a live show, chat. So I've just
Hold
seen
on,
some
guys,
put,
there's
wow,
more.
Wow, so it's live, right? This
Live,
is live. So if
yeah.
anything goes wrong, it's because it's live, and it will blame.
My lectern in front of me.
I hope they leaked
Show
something by
that it is
accident since
live.
it's
It is
live.
live, and it is a development build. So if you might see things that don't work absolutely perfectly, it's because we're still working in the game.
Okay.
And the eagle-eyed of you might spot a timer in the top left-hand corner.
Timer?
Now that is because this is actually going to be a build we're taking to Gamescom.
Yes, this is the Gamescom demo that you'll be able to play if you're lucky enough to come to the show.
So there we go, exclusively.
Gamescom.
We are going to be in Germany. We're going to be at Gamescom. If you are at the show, you'll be able to go hands-on with this. So very, very excited.
Too bad I'm not anywhere near there.
Should we get in? So we're going to let Adam free will, just do some stuff as he's going around. And then Rich, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to start with an easy question. Obviously, we
That's
had
the surf
wonderful
coaster,
tease
I
and
think.
announcement of
Yes.
Planet Coaster 2. How was it for the team after a long time?
Looking very smooth.
see the reaction.
It's amazing. One of the greatest moments you have is announcing the game. And
Look at that
showing
big
everyone
plaza.
what you've been working on and kind of getting everyone.
That's not
hyped,
possible in
getting
Planet
that
Coaster 1.
That hype train going
Yeah.
on the tracks, and it was great. The team really, I love seeing all of the amazing reactions to what we've been working on. So.
Yeah. It was very nice to see a lot of the things people saying, please, 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 have water parks, have water parks.
Yeah,
And you were like, we know, we're
Yeah.
doing it, we're doing it.
It's been like really tough. You've been like for all these times you're in development. You're like, we know this is
Detective
coming, we know
Eyes are trying to
it's
find
so
everything I
exciting,
can
and
see
they
here.
see what we're doing, and it was great to see that kind of mirrored
Look at the
back.
pathing, though.
Yeah.
of
All the
that
conspiracy
perception.
theories that we
Pathing.
saw.
Look at that. Look at
There
that.
needs to be something, please. And then
There it was. You
How did they do it? I want to see how that's
And
done.
delivered with aplomb. That's a word I haven't don't use that
I
often.
wanna
Yeah,
see them
also,
actively
everyone,
building something or
and the
doing
creative
something.
services team that put that
That's
together,
what I wanna
and
see.
made such a great trailer, and it was
Not just
yeah.
going
It was
around
great.
a
And
park.
Also, I think a lot of our fans are noticing now as I'm sort of scrolling around. That trailer's using the engine as well.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
what
we
you're
got
seeing is what you're
coasters?
getting. There's no
Yeah.
trickery
Yeah.
here. We're doing some stuff, and I think you're going
Eh?
to.
I'm gonna pop down.
The Power
one of
One's
our
coming back.
New Blueprint coasters.
Stingray's back.
Just rotate. it
B&M
around there,
Flyer's
just down to
back.
the edge. And then we can test that. Once that's tested, it then.
Pads can be in
So
blueprints.
that's it. You just popped it down. So
Simple as that, yeah.
so
That's a new thing.
and
There's a lot to take in.
They just confirmed it
Yeah.
right there. Pads can be in
It was very
blueprints.
quick.
They
There's
just
a lot
plop
to
that
take
down
in
with the
of what
pads.
actually, that means for Planet Coaster 2.
So
It's
that's the
quite
one
incredible.
X
And I think that's
coaster
something
kind of
that
weird
we've-
model coming back.
we kind of forget to remind ourselves about. is
So
all these
that's
improvements
another
we've
one
added to the
confirmed.
game, what that means to.
I was. That's one of the ones that I felt like
play
was
Planet Coaster
weird.
and potentially seeing what we're doing. Of
When
yeah,
you have
this
four
is a
coasters.
pre-built
This
roller
isn't.
coaster,
This
it
isn't
has
the full
pads
game,
in the
Fluffy. So it's
Yeah,
not gonna
it's
have
just a
everything
big
in there.
step.
Yeah,
And
huge.
It's not something that it's something that you kind of like. we're
Not
doing this and we
everything's
want
gonna
all
be
these
in that.
amazing new things, but this is a big
Keep
thing.
that in mind.
We've got pattern blueprints. It's now super
That's
easy.
not
to
all. This
choose
is
a
this
coaster,
is
put
literally
it down and
a
connect it
demo,
into your pads.
basically.
And building a park is going to be it'll be quick, right? And allow players to be super creative when they want to, and sweat the details when they want to sweat the details, right?
Exactly that, yeah.
But Stingray's
What
coming
I'm seeing
back.
is at the front.
This one's coming
talking
back.
There, Arthur, is the sort of.
So that's two
detail
more
in which you
confirmed.
can Create these gates to the,
Yeah.
to the coasters. You know, it comes with a blueprint, but that's been made using tools in the game. So you know.
The dark.
Now,
So
I watched people.
they got rid of the little
going a bit
entrance
crazy and we were
pieces,
going through the deep
so
dive
now
about
it's just
some of the
pads
tools you
only.
need to customize
Nice.
them, and we'll go into that. We'll do a bit more later on. We'll customize one of the rides to show you.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Honestly,
What else we
chat,
got?
when you see,
All right,
if you were
there's
going
the
mad
GCI.
At the deep dive, you'll go even crazier.
Also
when you see
confirmed.
the sort of stuff you can do. It's really, really cool.
Pads
We're gonna put
are
another
going
coaster
in
down. Now,
blueprints, guys.
One of the things
They
that
just
the
placed it
community
on the
loves about
path.
is-
Is that a thing?
Yeah, pathing. Pathing is a big thing. So I know that a lot of people were desperate
Did
to
you
find
just
out
plop
whether
it on the
pathing
path?
was been made easier.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big takeaways of the feedback we had from the first game is that the pattern
Splendor.
system, making it more usable and quick to build the
Priority
things that you want
pass.
to build. And in Planet Coaster 2,
Oh, is the priority pass as well? I just found it.
A lot
Wait.
easier for you to build those long tracks of path.
Never mind.
And also adding things like plazas and tools that allow you to build those more open spaces.
Well, yeah, it's a
It's
horrendous
accessible
model,
to
but
see
like,
in real life theme parks, there's a lot of open areas. There's a lot of overlaying of different types of brickwork and adding.
that's
tools
really
that
cool
allow
though
you
that
to
you can
create that
place
kind of-
pads
that
on top
visual,
of
which
pads
is-
like that.
We're inspired by real life theme parks, real life water parks now as well. Of those experiences that you have in real life, and we
Mine does look good.
mirror that back in games. So a lot more
That's-
tools.
that's
on
gonna be
creating
very
these kind of
nice.
open areas as well.
Yeah. So we had a look at popping down the ride seems very easy. Can you do that with flumes as well? Is that a possibility? Is
You
it just the
can,
same?
And not only do you can have flume blueprints, but you can also have pool blueprints that include flume.
Nice.
Oh,
So
hello.
I'm going all kind of meta
Hello.
and layered up.
A combo.
But for example, we have this flume pool combo, which I can choose to just slot into my plaza area there.
That looks really
and that
nice.
Then brings in a functioning flume. Which
You
all
can
I
put
need
it
to
on
do is
top
press
of
that to
pads.
get
That's
that
how it
open. You can
works.
see our, flume test dummies.
You can
Yeah,
literally
it's
place
like-
the stuff
I love
on
it.
top of
Little
pads,
ones.
and the
Yeah,
pads
that's
just go
awesome.
around it.
Coasters.
That's
And then the pool
insane.
is there
That's so
available
much
to
cooler.
be,
So there's no
used by
collision with
guests.
pads
They can
anymore.
use the sun lounges that are part of this
So like
blueprint.
anything can just go
Flexi
into the
colour
path.
umbrellas
those
around
sun-
it.
they don't
So
match.
if
So
I
it's
wanted to
making
match
me-
Oh my
maybe
gosh.
to the red and yellow, I can do that. I can open it up. We've got all the flexi color of options available.
And again,
there
just
as well.
how easy you did that. You just double clicked on it, right, and you're
Just-
straight
yeah,
into
exactly
just.
that. Yep.
You can put everything on top of the
That
pads.
I can create myself, or that you can get from the in-game workshop as well.
Yeah.
You know, all the incredible content creators out there that we've seen from Planet Coaster 1. I can't wait to
I'm
see
here
what they
reacting,
do.
man. Like, if you
So
want to watch
I
it without
played
somebody
a lot of Planet
talking,
Coaster
then go
1
watch
with,
the
my
stream
friend
without
Alvarez, and
a
my
reaction.
friends who play it online. We'll be in a chat playing Planet Coaster 1, and just we would often try and build really elaborate parks, and we forgot about the workshop, and that there was really talented people out there that make really cool things. And we were like, I'm spending hours trying to make a bar, and there's 10 of them in the workshop, so we can't wait to see with the tools that you guys have made for Planet Coaster 2, what our players will be able to do. Which I guess kind of.
But watch the stream without somebody reacting to it.
This is a full rebuild of everything.
You don't have to
So
watch me.
One of the questions we get asked a lot.
Stop
about
complaining that I'm talking
saves,
over it.
But I'm guessing because of how much has changed, it's unlikely we'll be
Yeah,
able to saves,
it's
right?
a no on that one. Planet Coaster, it's a brand new game. We've built a lot of new systems and
This is a reaction. I'm supposed to be reacting to
so
it.
all of your saves, your workshop creations won't be able to transfer to Planet Coaster 2. We do have the workshop. We have all of the ways that we had in Planet Coaster 1 of creating blueprints, creating parks, and sharing those with players, with other community members. But we'll also have in Planet Coaster 2 cross-platform workshops.
is really
Like, if
cool.
you want to watch it with
PC
nobody
players, you're
talking,
making a cool blueprint and you want to share that
go
with
watch the
others.
stream
You'll be
without a
able to
reaction.
do that in Planet Coaster 2. So it's a clean slate to begin with, but we've got wonderful tools.
I get you want to hear
to
what they're saying.
build.
I get that.
As Adam said, we've got a coaster blueprints, we've got pool blueprints, we've got all.
I absolutely understand that, but if you want to watch it normally, just go
And
watch it normally.
Brand new types of blueprints, right?
Yes,
Rich?
right. That was the very.
Look at that segue.
The
You
segue.
guys have done this before,
So
haven't you?
We've worked together a lot.
So what we're looking at, so this is, we're going to put, oh, you're going to do a thing. You're going to do a thing.
I'm
Gonna do a thing?
Yeah,
What is
the
this
thing
flat
I'd love to
ride?
do to show off
I've never seen that.
that sheer
You could place it on top of pads.
creative power that these tools give. Of course, we want to provide a kind of
Holy cow.
vanilla version of the flat ride, just
Yeah.
because you might want to then change it yourself. So we have a brand new ride, Planet Coaster 2 as well, the Monsoon Chute here,
Crazy.
which is in its kind of vanilla form. Looks great, looks
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. I can still choose to place the entrances and exits.
Place it
exactly
on top
how I
of
want to,
pads.
so I
That's
have that creative
huge.
freedom if I want to kind of.
You don't have
build
to
a sort of
form your
blank,
pads around it. You can just
slate.
place it on top of
But
them.
We also now have blueprints for flat rides.
And this
for
is the
example.
same flat ride, but just customised
Yeah,
with
yeah.
all this. Look
Yeah.
at this. This blew my mind when you showed me this. Only this afternoon, because I saw the other one, the flywheel one you showed me first. I didn't see this one.
What
and
are
this
these
is incredible.
rides?
And
I've never seen
so
these
that's
before.
Using our aquatic theme,
Yep.
and then we also have one. To
Yes, it
show
is
off
cross-platform.
the
You can
resort
share
theme,
your stuff between console
just
players.
kind of how
Consoles
different they
can
look.
This is Chef's Kiss.
Download stuff from PC.
So again, a
and
new thing for
vice
Planet
versa.
Coaster 2 is flat ride blueprints. So you can now create those blueprints, include the ride and scenery that is dressed
That's
around
crazy.
your,
These are all the
your
same ride.
and any scenery that's attached to your ride, which again,
That's
new thing for
crazy.
Planet Coaster 2. And I love the Monsoon Chute. It's my favorite.
Look how much
new
you could
ride. I
theme
love
them.
all of my rides equally.
I don't see any build limit, but I don't know if it would be
Right.
on
And
here.
it was a new ride that we've added for the game, and for me, it's
That
got
is all the
nice
same
ability to
ride,
do both
just with
on the
scenery
sides of
on it.
Planet Coaster 2. It's
Look at that. You
kind
can
of a
see
hard,
like those arms are
mechanical
connected to the
ride
thing
for
that's
us.
animating.
Wonderful effect as
That's
all of
insane.
that water comes splooshing up. Again, technical term that one.
Splooshing up. Yeah, there we go.
I've
And
never
like the
seen this
coaster
ride
saw
in real
before,
life.
Because these blueprints have got the entrance exit
new flat
place
ride,
already, all I do is open it. And
Yeah.
And it's ready to go.
There's an attendant
Yeah.
there ready to man it, and then guests can jump on that. I've placed it in the middle of a plaza, which you'll notice is a new thing. We've got these plazas, we can just
Yeah.
plonk. Plonk's a very technical term.
Again,
I'm adding my glossary of technical terms here.
Plonk it right in the
Plonk
middle
it
of the
right in the
plaza,
plaza,
connects
yeah.
all up, and then guests can enjoy those rides.
Perfect. And I've noticed if you zoom on the middle one, there's moving parts on a moving part. Is
There's
that, am I
moving
seeing that
parts
correctly?
on a moving part. Yes, it's not just the static kind of frames of flat rides. There'll be. I'm sure we'll look at this in future deep dives. There's highlighted areas around it, and then if you attach it to that area, it moves with the animation as well. So here you've got animated prop piece that then will move
Yeah, a submarine arm sort of things,
Yeah.
aren't they? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly with the piece as it goes up.
Yeah, I can't. But honestly, looking at the three next to each other, you would just think that they're entirely separate entities. But it's just the creativity that will just go. It will go crazy with it, especially with our community as well. Seeing
Yeah.
those, and then add them to blueprints for people to share.
Exactly that.
Talking of
So
sharing.
cool.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
guys,
I love that.
We're learning.
Not their first rodeo.
Right, it's never too
Not
late
their
to
first
learn.
rodeo.
Keep going in between.
One of the things
Co-op.
that's people have asked us questions about is the co-op, right, that we've mentioned. So how
Co-op.
does the co-op work? And can you
Yes,
elaborate
please
more on
explain that.
a bit like, as you mentioned earlier, when you were playing with your then
Now wife.
now wife,
Now, wife, yeah.
then not wife,
Yes.
is in Planet Coaster 2, you'll be able to work on your parks asynchronously. So I call it Pass the Park,
Yeah.
which is my loose term to describe it. So cross-platform in sandbox mode and franchise mode. So in sandbox mode, you can use your friends to create collaboration lists. So you take turns with that park. So I might work on it, I'll finish saving it, I'll upload it to the cloud. God bless the mythical cloud.
That
and
is
then-
a technical term.
That is, yeah.
We used our first technical word. Well done, everyone.
And then you can download it, update it, and then you'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
And in franchise mode, it's a very similar way of working together in your franchises. You'll be able to build lots of different parks and then compete with other franchises on challenges. They're going to be time-based. So it's like a leaderboard.
The guests are going off the path.
A park that might have a very high daily income. So you're trying to work together, build a park that has a daily income, submit it to the challenge and see where your franchise's park ranks against other franchises. Again, cross-platform as well. So.
I'm really excited for this because the three of us used to play Planet Coaster 1 just on mic to each other. So it's obviously myself, my wife, and one of our very good friends, Cam. We'd all do different parts. So Jen, we're really good at building rides. I'm very much into the sort of experiential part. So I like to build themed areas. So I guess now with this, I can let Jen build the rides and then hand over to me, and I can then theme around them and make it like whatever theme I want it to be, right? So that for me is really, really cool.
Yeah, exactly. It allows you to lean into your strengths of how you play the game or the bits that you're really good at. Definitely.
Or completely mess up your friends.
Yes.
Friends rides as well.
And we have
I'd be
version.
kicking you out of my franchise real quick. I was
So
going to say.
and we have tools in place like version control, so you can roll.
Looks like
back
there's
depending on
collision.
the nefarious technical-
Look at that.
any of your
Collision
parts, and then
with
ban them for life.
Scenery objects, so guests will
Chantel
automatically
thing,
walk
right?
around
So
it.
it'd
There's a
be like,
button. It's a Chantel button.
chaos.
How's your part
You don't
with
have to put
Chantel?
those weird
Yes, it
curved
has, right,
things
okay, we can
anymore.
roll it back.
That's huge.
I've watched Adam been doing some bits and bobs in the past, but one of the questions that comes up a lot, I guess,
Look
is
at the power icon. You gotta
is
have
about
power.
the complexity, and will there be a complexity meter in the game? Do you want to talk a bit more about this, so our players understand
Yeah.
what we're going to have in the game, what's not going to be in the game?
So, players on PC will not have a complex limit.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to play the game as much,
Thank
as,
you.
as much as your PC can handle.
Let's go.
Those of you that are playing on
That's
console,
huge.
so Xbox or PlayStation, there will be a complex.
Look at the
limit
pathing.
to protect you. It keeps you a nice, smooth experience.
Yeah.
That's
and
new.
ensures that you're just having a wonderful time playing the game.
Love
But
it. Go for it.
No limits
Carry on.
confirmed.
because of things like the sharing of parks, there will be a consideration for PC players to be aware of their limits, so that if they're
Perfect.
sharing with
That's exactly
people
how I
that are
wanted it.
collaborating on platforms, the
Thank you,
consoles,
Frontier.
or in franchise mode, they can see what their
Limit
current
is,
version
yeah.
is on PC, so they're not creating a park that the console players cannot open.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I explained
It
that
makes
simply
sense,
enough.
but-
But if you play just
No limit on
if you
PC,
just want
confirmed.
you don't want to engage in any of the online aspects, you can just have one all the time. Or if your franchise is just PC players,
Yeah.
you can have that as well. But it's when we cross from one platform to the other that we have to bring the limit in.
Yeah.
And if you're just on console as
I
well.
feel like there's less
But also, for
limitations
those of you
with.
that have played any of the other Planet games, like Planet Zoo on console, you'll know the complexity meter, what it's
Adding.
there for, and the depth you can still go into these parks, right? It's there to give you the best experience of your game, right? And that's it. And you can still make some pretty insane parks.
Yeah,
And we're
exactly.
we're very confident that you'll be able to do that with Planet Coaster 2.
We do also want to say, chat is going absolutely crazy about the paths. They are
I did that
loving
on
the
purpose.
Were
pathing.
you doing
I
that?
did
while
that
we
on
were
purpose.
talking?
chatting.
While you were talking, I just thought I'll just drop a little thing in the background,
little
see what
path.
happens. And I took the opportunity to build the Condor out the back here, the Flight of the Condor, and I just very quickly connected the entrance path to the main.
There's
network.
always going to be a limit on console. You
Using
should
one
have
of the
kept.
new
That's
path
definitely.
tools. I just thought
Look at
I'd
the
see-
trees.
do we
Those
have any
trees look
other
nice.
new
Tools, maybe?
We do have a few other new tools. We have, for example,
Draw tool.
which
They have a
allows me
different ways
Steady on, Chef,
of
brace
creating
yourselves.
paths. Look at all the different options. There's a paint.
draw these lovely big plaza-style areas, just like that. Yeah. And that can then be.
It's a draw
connected up
tool.
using
That's
the tool that
insane.
you just,
Holy
They're very
crap.
happy. Yeah,
So
I'm
they're
fairly
so
confident
good.
they've just made a path building.
And then there's a
game.
lot.
We'd
There's
have
so
been
many
okay
different
if we'd
tools.
have
Look
just
at the
made that,
paint.
we'd
There's a
have been
paint
all right.
tool.
all the way.
You see
and
that?
could just connect it up
There's a
like
paint
that.
tool.
There we go.
You could just paint your
simple.
pads in.
It's really,
But you-
really simple.
You can also do the
That's
traditional
what that
thing
is,
as well
right?
If you want to. If you want
Yeah.
to go like piece by
Yeah.
piece, you can
Yeah.
still
we
do
have,
that,
we
right?
have
So your
classic
classic
path
paths if you
tool
want
as well,
to.
and we also another big one
Stamp
is
builder.
the stamp tool as well, allowing me to quickly place down
Oh, it's like grid.
kind of geometric shapes
And it connects with the other path.
across the grid if I
You
want.
can overlap
And you can
them.
do this with pools as well, right? You can do this with pools as well. You can do.
You can, yeah.
you
Very
said-
similar tools
Yeah.
for paths and pools. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot
That's
there. And
crazy.
chat are very happy with that. It's still, slow. There's lots
That's
of
so
stuff
good.
going on here. Okay, we've shown you some paths, and Adam's doing that in the background. So I wondered why chat was sort of blurring my eye. Just this thing happening every other. Something's happened. Not sure what we said. One of the things that came up, and I guess it was just us showing off because authenticity
Oh
is
my
very important
gosh.
to us.
That's so
and people
good.
asked us about hotels. They thought it's Spider Hotel. But can we just want to show let's explain what these are,
So
right?
the resort theme is really good at
Sorry.
allowing you to build things that are
Stop having fun, Adam. Stop doing that.
can look like hotels, but it's there to allow you to build this kind of Main Street feel as well that you have in theme parks, where it's very facade based.
Yeah.
So there aren't any hotels in Planet Coaster 2, but this theme is really good at creating those kind of those big tall
Did you say
areas
there's
that
no
give you the
hotels?
impression of hotels, apartment blocks, anything like that.
interesting.
Really. Just-
That give you that authentic feel to a park where, we've all been, well, not we've all been.
I'd
but I
imagine
went
it'd come
to
later because
hotels
we have
recently,
hotels
there's
in
a
Planet
little,
Coaster 1.
Got a hot dog, a rollover hot dog from a big crooked house. But it
That's
wasn't
one
really a
thing,
big
guys,
crooked house. It
is
was,
this game's
it was all
as
part
cool
of
as it
that
has all
facade,
this
that
stuff.
theme, that area, so that allows you to create these lovely.
I think we have to keep in mind that there's
Facade
not
for-
going to be a ton of content
I know
right
it's not the
away.
way
We're going to have to wait for
Can you
updates.
spin around the back of it again? 'Cause
Yeah.
I love how it's all like it's proper like
Yeah.
the movie set style
Yeah.
stuff. I really
Yeah.
love all this. It's really really cool.
'cause it's not about what we're seeing here, it's about what your guests are going to experience, and that's what you have in real life as well. It's what you're seeing whilst
Exactly.
you're walking
And we
around.
saw a lot of that from Planet Coaster 1 where people wanted to build
Remember,
an
Planet
authentic
Coaster
real
1
life
has,
looking park, not a
what,
fancy
4 years
park.
of
They actually
DLC?
wanted to lean into the
Yeah.
air
We're not gonna have
conditioning
any
units and
DLC
the
as soon
ducts
as
and
this
all that
comes
sort of
out,
stuff.
so-
that's kind of that's the point.
I have to wait
All
every
right, I'm
few
just
months.
conscious of time, and your time is precious because you've got lots of work to do. However, I did want us to show a little bit about customizing a ride because
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I think
please.
this is. I mean,
I was showing them.
I wanna
pictures
see
of
that.
park
Paths,
colours in
Jan.
the background, but we'll leave that. We'll leave that one. just
Giant
hanging.
platforms
you-
return.
you-
I'm
you
not
showed
thrilled
us
about
looking
that.
at
the
colour
different
but-
colours.
Oh well, sorry, you have to
paths
wait for the next deep dive.
Maybe
for
it'll
that.
be
Sorry,
optional, but-
Rachel will kill us if we say too much. But this is something that I think you're gonna like. So this is us customizing. Or say us is the royal us.
Here we
It's
go.
mostly Adam.
It's
Adam
mostly
does all
Adam
of the
who's
hard
going to
work here.
customise the
Attach
coaster. Right. So
scenery.
talk us through what you're doing here, Adam, and then let's chat, work out what they can do.
That's such a good
Yeah,
GCA
let me-
train.
Shall I scroll back
Good.
a little bit just for a second?
I mean, it's
clicked
basically the
on,
same, but
the
just
sprinter
looks higher
ride, the
quality.
sprinter coaster that I placed down earlier. Clicked on customization. We have the other colours that we're used to, but we have this new option, attaching scenery, which then opens up the scenery browser, filtered down to the non-grid based pieces.
Yep.
It's all non-grid based pieces that you can attach
Yeah.
to scenery. To rides. I've searched for light because I quite like the hanging one we said, didn't we?
I want to see
Yeah.
And
scaling
then
too.
Here, this was the highlight I was talking
scale.
about earlier. Where
see the
if
scale.
I place it
Could scale it.
anywhere, even slightly offset to the main model, with that highlight, it will animate with that section of the car. if that
Nice.
makes
So you
sense.
could use the
It's really
advanced
powerful.
move
You
to
can exactly
Awesome.
You can sort of move it further away or just really fine tune
yeah,
it.
and we've seen how people in the office, use this, and also like I say, creating that offset, because that you might be able to
Can
create some
you
interesting
do the zero card
things
too?
with that, with not attaching it directly to it. But let's take it to the excuse me, from the side here. We can we've got all our advanced moves.
Yeah.
We've got the scaling,
Scaling.
which
Oh
we've
my gosh.
briefly spoken about. I'll
And
bring
this
it down
scaling
a
isn't
little
just
bit.
for when you're putting customization on coasters and rides. This will apply to the scenery piece just out in
Yeah.
the park wherever you want it as well.
So you
It's
can
not
customise your trees if you want to. You can have a big palm
Yes.
tree, a little palm tree, all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all in there.
There
Change
could
the
still be
lighting.
grass coming. Remember, this is
Colour
like an
there,
early
we can change the light as
developer
well.
build.
And then, of course,
If
or
you're
not,
more
of
worried
course,
about the
take it
grass.
for granted. Let's
I
space that
want
bit
3D
down.
grass just as
I
much as
want it on
anyone
this
else,
side, but I don't. I want it do it quickly.
Everything else
easily,
outweighs
so I
it,
can just click the options
opinion.
section. I can select symmetry type for
look at
mirrored,
that.
and then that appears. If I do move the original, it will update in real time as well.
This is honestly, when I saw you doing this, I was like,
Mirror
wow,
tool.
stop!
And,
What are you doing?
I can also choose to put it on all the other cars.
Boom.
Oh,
on the
that's
train.
crazy.
Yeah.
Again, moving it.
So you only have to
everything,
do one
make the
car at a
conga
time.
line. And
You have to do that saves
you
so
can
much
see the
time.
train in the background. I can ask for it to affect all the trains on this coaster,
Yeah.
and it will attach them to there. Again, let's do the little conga line.
That's crazy.
With everything. Technical term
Awesome.
again, conga line.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you say that's it. Oh, that's it. And that's
I've
it.
just undone all my changes as well because I didn't actually accept it. But
Oh, okay.
you saw it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I'll
But I
remain
mean,
judgment on the
I
grass
think-
because
I speak for everyone. I
you never
cannot
know,
wait
it could
to see
come
what you
later.
can do with these coasters because
It's
the
kinda
coasters
hard to
themselves are
see
fantastic.
anyways.
And of course, you can build your own coaster if you want to build your own coaster. Right?
Absolutely,
that
yeah.
is not
Yeah.
been removed from the game. You can still
yeah.
sit there and create your own coaster and then do
Exactly.
all of that to the
Still
coaster,
got-
right?
Adam
Oh, there's the
applied
floorless,
some
it's
lamps
coming.
very quickly.
Flying
You've
force.
got
I
all
saw a
the
few of
different
them in there.
attached to it. You can also attach scenery blueprints.
Anybody
to
else catch a
coasters as
few?
Well.
Yep.
This morning,
The
I managed
Floorless
to,
is
I
back.
put a big rock setup with some trees on it onto a coaster and just watched it go up and around. And it just filled me with joy at this wonderful game that we're making. And I can do things really quickly and silly, but the community will be using these tools for amazing things.
I will probably get told off for this, but when I walk into the office
shit.
and see our CEO attaching a giant animated fish to a roller coaster and watching it do loop the loops, you know you're in a good space. You know you're in a good space.
Yeah.
And everyone's laughing and joking, smiling about it because we're just making a game with some creative people, and it's going to be fun. I don't know if we've got time to show any more stuff. I'm super conscious of your time. Can we show one of the mascots?
Oh, of
Just
course.
one of the
yeah,
mascots.
yeah.
Add a new mascot
absolutely.
in there.
Take your
The shark one?
But chat, look, as Adam does that,
go
I just
over
want to go through
here.
and say we've only barely scratched the surface to show you just some of the huge
Look at the-
amount of creative tools we
What
have
is
for our
that
players.
guy? What is
We're
that?
bringing water parks and coasters together. Authenticity
love it.
remains. He's just hanging in the air. There he is.
Cigar is the best.
We have
Cigarro, we
so much
also
more
have-
to talk about.
There's a space
Bodhi.
guy.
Bodhi the shark. Yeah, Bodhi's cool.
Oh,
Say
we've
buddy.
got the diver.
Now, to me, there's this cool thing about the diver, right? You were telling us before.
Yeah,
He's
we
got-
try and come up with these little stories to some of the mascots to help inspiration and concepting. And with the diver, the idea is that he's deep sea exploration. He's trying to capture photos of creatures under the sea. The creature he's trying to find is actually on his tank behind him, and every now and then he will like jump over and taunt him that
Who are
I've been
these
I'm here the whole
mascots?
time. And it's just like those fun little stories we give our mascots, and I love that.
I like the shark one though.
And of course,
And of course,
we've seen
we
it
would be
before.
remiss
Splash.
to not. Yeah,
We
and there
have
is
to add in.
Spring
Behind
Splash.
us.
There we go.
Splash.
There we go. Guys, look, thank you so much.
Frame
I know
rate's
the next
looking
deep
good,
dive
though.
is gonna
I
be
know they don't have a
creativity,
ton in this
and you
park,
guys are
but
hard at work.
it looks
For
pretty
those in
smooth.
chat, thank you so much for your love and support for the game. This is just a taster, and this again was a live build. So this is the
Live
game
build in development.
in development.
Development build, but yeah.
It already looks fantastic. If you're going to Gamescom, you will be able to do all this stuff that Adam's just done at our stand, but we will have a timer because I'm guessing it's going to be pretty busy.
I want to go and
so you'll come
play.
and see us at Gamescom.
Yeah.
It's been great. Rich, Adam, thank you
you.
so
Amazing.
much
Thank
for
you very
coming
much
on.
for having us on.
I know you guys are busy, so I think to play us out, we should run the trailer one more time so you can get off and do what you got to do. Thank you so
Yay.
much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Dang. Is that it? I'm guessing that's it.
Then again,
Crazy though, guys. Crazy. I wish we got a little bit more. But we got to see a little bit of a taste of how the pathing system works. So that's good. I'm happy about that. So we did get to see a few paths. We do have confirmation of some of the rides returning, of some of the coasters anyways. B&M Flying's coming back. The B&M Floorless is coming back. GCI is coming back. We got a new flat ride that they showed off. They didn't show us the surf coaster much. So we got a little insight of how a lot of stuff works. There's actually a drawing tool for the pathing, which is absolutely insane. Crazy. Yeah, we'll go back and kind of dissect it.
Wowza, there we go. I mean,
So good.
Seeing if there's
Right.
anything else.
So good.
and we get to see it like on a day-to-day basis, but it's so nice that the guys come in and show it off, because like they see it every day and they don't think they're like this. Oh, and I've just done this. It's like, just done it. It like blows your mind. Chat, I hope you enjoyed that. And a big love. Can we get some love for Adam and Rich for taking some time out to
We'll definitely
come in
have
and
to
play it
probably check
live.
out their next
Just to
unlock
point
stream
out as well,
too.
development build. That was a very, very small taste of just some of the rides.
RCT
balloons,
World
balls, all that
vibes.
stuff. That was
I'm
honestly
sorry,
scratching
'cause
the
that's not
surface.
even
There's
close.
so much more. There's so much more we can talk about with the game. We will talk about going forward.
It is
Whenever
not
the
even
game's
close to
done, play
RCT
the
World,
game.
dude.
It
Come
really
on.
is very, very special what they've
Come
done
on.
with
You
Panic
can't
City.
actually
So
think
I hope
that.
you enjoyed that. Hope that's sort of
You don't
sated
actually
some of
think that.
your appetite for the time being. I'm sure people will be pouring over that. The deep dive is out now, I think, on YouTube, or will be very soon for you
Yes,
to watch.
yeah.
And I'm sure producer Adam will cut up this segment for you to watch back as well. So, to celebrate...
What do you mean, how did I get it? I'm watching a
lovely
live stream.
giveaway.
What
Does it
So-
look
What
like
have we
I'm
got?
playing
We've
the
got
game?
A water bottle. We've got a nice little.
I don't
LED
have the
here
game.
as
Yep.
well. We have got vinyl. We've got some wonderful. Oh well,
Oh,
I knew that was
I
going
thought
to
it was
happen.
going on the floor, but it didn't. It's just there,
It's still
chat. It's
on the-
okay.
it's
It's
still
okay.
there.
It's safe.
Crazy though.
It's safe.
We have a lovely Corsair headset.
I knew they
Have a
weren't
fast
going to give us
headset,
too
so if you-
much.
if you
When does it
can't
come
see it,
out?
trust us, it's there.
Fall.
It's a running gag. Sorry, chat. You have to do it. And what else have we got? Oh,
Sometime
yeah,
in
sorry,
fall.
Just something small. Just a.
I'm
little
gonna
something.
guess November sometime. There's no
Absolutely.
release date yet.
Is it that heavy?
Oh, I'm so
Are they giving
strong.
away a monitor?
I'm so strong. This is a giant monitor. It's not giant. It's a curved gaming monitor from MSI. It's
Nice.
super cool, and we're going to give this away to celebrate the announcement of Planet Coaster 2. So to be in with a chance to win, what have you got to do,
So
Chantel?
you will have to put exclamation mark Planco 2 in the chat, and that is all lowercase. So exclamation mark Planco 2.
And you get a chance to win all that swag. All
Can't imagine
that
how many people are doing
swag.
that right
And we
now.
will announce the winner today, so just keep an eye on it. And it is Twitch only.
Mostly stuff we already
Yeah.
knew
Sorry.
for the most part, but
Yeah,
we
it's on
got
YouTube.
to
It's
see
literally, we can't do this on
pathing in
YouTube, so
action.
If we could, we would.
Yeah.
And we got a
can't,
few
so we don't,
confirmations,
unfortunately.
and we got to
our
see a
chat's
little
sort of
bit.
slowed down a bit there.
I
so
knew they
I say slowed down, I
wouldn't
think it's just gone really
share
faster than
too
the price.
much, though.
I'm still pumped from that. Honestly,
I know,
I'm so
like-
happy.
I'm
going
gonna
to
say November is gonna be the
come on
most
and
likely.
show off what they've been working on. And for me, it's a sweet release of not having to look at the chat and be like, "Can you tell us about Planet Coaster 2? Announce it." It's out. So more to show on you, and so excited for people to get hold of it because it plays just as good as it looks. So really, really excited for that. But it's still been a busy month, right?
I joined it.
Join at the right
Busy
time, Chantel, because we need more people. It's great. It's great. So to celebrate, we had another big launch this week.
did.
Formula Manager 24 is out in the wild.
It is.
So that's available for us. I think have we got a trailer for that, producer Adam? We have. So we'll run that trailer for you now. So have a look.
Anyways, I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I knew we weren't gonna get much. I knew I knew they were gonna be still tight-lipped on some stuff. So, but we got to see a few things in action, and that's the pathing system. We got to see them use a little bit of the coaster editing with the scenery, the scaling of objects. We got to see that. We got a few things confirmed. PC will not have any limits, so that's 100% confirmed, which is great. We got a few more confirmation of what kind of water slides we're getting and a few other things, but I'm not completely satisfied. I was hoping for more, but I can't say I'm not. I was expecting that much. I knew they weren't gonna show off much. I will say that I didn't expect them to show off too much of the game. So no hotels. That one's interesting.
There we go. So that's out in the wild.
I think hotels will make it into the game. Maybe they're reworking them still, and they'll be in an update later. Now here's the thing, guys. You gotta remember that it's probably not gonna have as much content right away in the base game because we don't have 4 or 5 years of DLC.
And there's so much stuff in there that you
They have a
can
bundle
do.
now.
So we've got loads of
The
new animals.
DLCs.
We've got
Planet
lots
Zoo.
of scenery pieces. There is a beautiful butterfly exhibit, and there's also some
Ah,
different
Planet
challenge
Zoo too.
scenarios in
I
there
think
as well.
that's
So
them
that is all
advertising a
out now.
bundle for one of the
those that-
DLCs.
and particularly for Adam, who was just on, we mentioned this, the armadillo. It's a reference. Some of you will get it, some of you won't. Armadillo. Soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside. Armadillo. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, I'm
Yeah,
just
I'd
very
imagine they're
technical,
reworking
but
them a little
it's
bit
really, really
and making
cool.
them a little bit
DLC,
better.
and I
And
believe
I
we've
think
got
they
a
could
trailer
come
for
in
this
a
one.
later
Here's
update.
Adam. Let's have a
I'm gonna
look.
be honest. So, but we gotta remember the base game's gonna be much smaller than what we got in Planet Coaster 1 probably. But you're gonna have all these crazy new awesome features. But it looks like a good majority of the coasters are coming back. Like we got a trailer for Planet Zoo's DLC bundle here. Or is this a new DLC? Not sure. Might be. All this is getting overshadowed by Planet Coaster, of course, but... But we're gonna go back and maybe, so for the rest of the stream, I'm probably gonna go back and kind of break some of this down. That way we can actually kind of freeze frame and kind of look at this stuff. I'll wait till the stream's over. It's almost been an hour, so they're probably about done with the stream overall.
Hello and welcome back to the show. That's the Grasslands and Africa bundle, which is available now, so you can pick it up. But I think what's most important before we get on to talk to our next guest is announce a winner to who's won all that swag. So somewhere, producer Adam will be using his magic.
There's a
he's
lot
saying no,
in
he's
that
saying
build.
no,
I
he's
feel
saying
like
no.
that's not going to be in the
Okay,
fun. That's
we're
not
going to go straight into me and
showing
our guest
everything.
tonight, guys, and we'll close the competition off. But welcome back, young Zach. Ta-da!
You know what I mean, though?
What we're here to talk about, Zach?
I think there's a lot more in there that
Jack,
I'm
yes.
forward.
Planet Coaster 2.
I mean, it was great, wasn't it?
It
was
was
great.
That's kind of what I'm here for. But
But
I also have some Elite Dangerous stuff.
don't get us lynched, right? We're going to be with them. Some of these
We're gonna have to do energy management.
Okay.
Gonna have to do water management.
Yeah. I mean,
So
we've
that's
got-
all coming into the game as well.
but mostly about
Pathing looks
engineering rebound.
insanely
Great work the dev team
good.
has been doing there.
What you can
everyone
do.
has
There's a
known
drawing tool.
about the Type 8,
I saw a paintbrush. They didn't show it off, but there was a paintbrush tool there too. So I'm assuming you can just paint your paths on. That's gonna be my interest, and you can also overlap paths as well with no problem. They're gonna connect in a different way, and it looks like you can place rides right on top of paths. So that's huge.
You see me looking this way a lot. Guess what I'm doing?
So to me, it gives me an idea of how the pathing
a lot of
system
feedback
works.
over the years about engineering. Dev team have had the chance now
So
to
yeah.
look at it,
Don't
and
again, that was an early build. That's a development build. It even said so. That's a developer build.
and what
So
we've got here is
that's probably not even alpha
we've had
or
lots of
anything like
different
that. Like that's
mechanics and tweaks
a
to it.
developer build. So there's not everything's gonna be in the game right away, and it's gonna probably look a lot better in the coming months.
Commanders will be much happier
You know what I mean?
Sort of get a much cleaner and quicker experience out of your engineering. So, I think the first thing
Alternate
worth
lifts?
discussing on that is just
Was there really?
gonna outright increase the
Section on the
number of
coaster menu that
across the
said
board,
alternate
various
lifts, hoping that
sources.
may
So,
mean rides with backwards
material
lifts.
availability at grade
And to get
4,
backwards,
5
you'll
farming
need a
locations,
switch
uh,
track,
what we
maybe.
need
Yeah. So basically, we're increasing
Alternate
the
lifts, huh?
sources and
I didn't see
materials,
that.
And in some cases, the payout
Supports on the
store.
pads,
So I
the new
believe
padding
if
system.
produced
It
by
looks like it's just not gonna have collision, which is what we want. We don't want collision
Thanks for having
stuff.
Taylor me.
sorry, I'm going to give you a little peek behind the mirror here, chat. Adam's trying to give us a note, which I'm vigorously nodding, but he's not looking at me nodding to say that I understood what he said, and he's not updated Zach's notes, so it's fine. It's okay.
So
we can get it.
Don't worry, chat. I've got a lot of numbers. So basically, in the past, I think you'd be looking at getting between 3 and 6 fragments of micro resources in total per site. We've now increased.
Anyways,
that
we're gonna go
to
back
about
into
30
this in
to
depth.
100
I just want to make sure
micro
there's
resources.
nothing else, but
It's a lot more.
I'm assuming they're done with
so
Planet
in terms of the number
Coaster.
of sources too, you'll actually see crashed anacondas with more exploding canisters.
To see if they
James
had the
Planet
drop
will
ride
have additional
mechanic,
scan sites
which
too,
they
so
would have showed me
you're
too.
basically just gonna
I'm
be
just glad
getting
we
a
did
whole
see
lot
what we
more,
get to got to see.
engineering materials. That's kind of not enough. So I see chat
think
is
we'll be able
already
to
going
have
crazy.
water
So we're
slides.
literally
It's not
scratching
just
the
about
surface.
yeah, I mean,
Should we
leave
stop?
it there.
Pools. That's
Leave it
what
there.
I
That's
was
enough.
wondering.
But
I
it's not
don't
just
want
that
to.
sort of
I don't want
mission
all
as
my
well,
water
right?
slides
So
to
that's
go
one of
into
the
a
things that people
pool.
have
I
asked
want
about.
to,
Yeah, absolutely.
because
I
a
think
lot of them
obviously
have like
a
where
lot
they
of my
end
players
in
actually
like just a
enjoy the sort
long
of farming
runway.
process of going and getting
I
materials,
would
but you can
prefer
also
to be
get
able to do
materials
that a
via
lot of the times
missions.
because that's how most
Obviously players want to engage
water
in
slides
missions,
are
feel
get
rewarded for
working
what
these
they're doing.
days. There's
So
some that
we've
go
also
into the
increased
pool,
the
so still
engineering
have that
max you'll
option.
get
But
across the board from missions too. So depending on the mission or material limit you can
it's
get.
way better with
I think it's
Coaster
now up
Builder
to
and new
24
stuff.
materials. I think
Um,
it changes depending on the
Yeah.
type of material it
Developer
is.
right now. Are
but
you
we've sort of increased
confused?
that.
I've been trying to answer you. I
So
don't
if
have
we
the
have a look
game. I'm
down
watching a
on
live
our
stream.
notes again.
Yep.
Adam's sent us down a river. We're drowning, Adam. There's too much, there's too
I've
much
already
data.
said that earlier. I'm not
we've
playing
got
the
materials.
game.
What-
This is
yeah,
a
it's
live
what you've got to
stream
know. I guess
that
that's the next
I'm
question.
watching
Yeah, I mean,
of them.
alongside
the
mission
developers
rewards, we've
playing
also
the
done
game.
some tweaks to the sort of Farboid war balance. which
I
we'll talk
wish
about
if I had the
further
game
on.
right now,
But yeah,
I wouldn't be
what are
doing
you gonna
this.
do with
I
those?
would
Yeah,
actually
we've
be in the
increased
game
amount of materials
working
you're
on.
getting,
I'd be
which is
making
sort
some
of phase one.
coasters right
What
now.
about- yeah,
Okay.
what do you do with them? I think we
My
thought
coaster should be
the
worth
requirements
$60.
were too
I
high
mean,
in Odyssey
the
in
first
terms
game
of
wasn't even
how many
60. I think the
materials you
first game
needed.
was like
And I
what,
think in
35?
sort of base game or for ship recipes, it was too random when it came to getting your sort of engineered upgrades done. So
Pools look
I
way
think
too
we've
deep.
had
I do kind of
to
agree
solve
with
this.
that.
The first thing we've done, like I think the major thing we've done is
I don't know if
we've
that's something we'll
removed
be
the
able to
random element
adjust,
from, the
but
sort of spins when you're
I
doing
think
your-
an easy fix for that actually is just placing concrete or
Yeah, so
whatever
now
higher up.
instead of having
So I feel
when
like
you go
there's
to
a
spin,
slight
you've gotta
fix
sort
for
of
that,
randomize
even if
scans
it's not an
past,
option.
what your materials, what your sort of engineering results would be. If producer Adam scrolls down, in fact,
The
I
water
actually
slides
think
will
we've
let
got
us launch
a
people.
Nice little
That would be
table
fun.
Producer Adam can put on the screen. Don't worry, chat. I know we had our sort of Planet Coaster stuff, which was all really fancy. I'm here with the nerd data.
This is the stuff that's really going to get you
Yeah,
going.
this is what you guys want, right?
There
chat?
are numbers and percentage signs here.
Yeah,
I'm already
so
invested.
I think the gist of it is,
Rides,
as I
what
said,
about the
it's no
dark
longer
rides? They
random.
haven't really shown
If
anything
you
about
are
dark rides.
If you're rank 5 with the engineer,
My
it will
guess
be
is that
one
it's
spin
probably
for a
going to be
grade
about
one
the
blueprint,
same.
2 spins for a
Based
grade
on
2,
what I'm
and so
seeing
on.
with the
If
lighting,
you're less than
but
grade 5, it will be
who
more
knows?
spins, but
Don't
it
know
won't
yet.
be a gamble. It won't be random. You can see there on the grid.
Yeah.
if
we
you're
get
less
enough
than 5,
coaster
how
types,
long
what I
it'll
also
take,
know,
basically
the
what
two
percentage of
huge sides
progress
for
you'll make
coasters.
with every sort of spin.
Yeah, the coaster
You know,
station, I
spin
saw the
down,
platforms are there.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
That sort of
They're
progress
way
on
too
the
big, and I just wish
There
they
is
had a
a
section
if you- I
that
guess
didn't have any
you've got
platforms.
A lot of time trying to get sort of the materials you need, then to
You
not
know,
get
if
the
they
result
are
you want.
planning to give out
Exactly.
early
It's just
access, I have no
whereas we want
clue.
people to find the end game.
No
which it
clue.
really is just a bit more of a.
I hope so, and I would be a part of that right away.
Goals, right?
Planet Coaster
Yeah,
1,
I
I
think
played the
that's
pre-alpha, I
sort of
played
we
the
wanted to
alpha,
make
I
sure
played
that
the
our
beta.
players
I played
felt
the
like they were
game
being rewarded for
in
the effort
February, and
they
it
put in.
released
wasn't
in November
100% down, which is
2016.
quite,
I remember that.
You know, a key piece of feedback we've seen across.
It does
all
not
the-
look like Roller
a
Coaster
lot of
Tycoon
different
World.
groups that we've
Stop
sort of
it.
heard from on engineering. So that was,
You're just
one
trolling.
thing.
You're not. You don't actually
Again,
think
not
that.
all, we've still got some stuff to talk about. So speaking of the engineers themselves,
Stop
we've also
trolling.
changed the unlock requirements on some of them. So I believe, yep, producer Adam has brought on.
Looks
engineering
nothing
table
like
there.
Roller
So
Coaster Tycoon World. It looks like
basically
Planet
changed
Coaster
the
1,
floor here,
but with some upgrades.
acting less resources, I think you can see
To a lot of
quite
stuff.
clearly we've just
So we'll have to wait and see. It looks like we're getting a lot of coaster types coming back, so
so
that's
you
good.
can get
Yeah, we're gonna rewind here in a
quicker
minute.
That's what we want players to do.
Don't worry, we're gonna rewind and dissect
Basically,
some of this.
Now you can get your rewards quicker from the game itself.
I really don't know what they're
and
talking about right now.
you
I haven't been paying attention since they stopped talking about Planet Coaster 2.
But I think
Alternate lefts were in the Coaster Mini. I think someone else said that earlier.
Spending their time, allow them to do stuff that
Hopefully
is-
I get early access. I would love early access. I'd promote the heck out of this game, Frontier. Come on, Frontier.
And again, it's valuing the time and removing some of that frustration. I think we had some.
I believe
things
they're
back on, I
done.
think it's fair to
Me
say.
too, but I just want to be
And
sure.
I think you said at the start here, we're not saying this is going to be perfect straight.
You know what I mean?
We're pretty close to what we feel.
All right, we're gonna go back to the beginning, I think.
And see if what we've done is landed correctly, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
I think I'm gonna
with the last
potentially
test,
rewind.
we were really happy
Yeah,
where it
we're
is.
gonna rewind here.
Obviously, as always, we do listen to play it. But
Let's see if we can find that coaster menu to see if we can see any of the other coaster types that we may have missed. It would have been early on in here.
Cross from one platform to the other that we have to bring.
I think it was after this, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. This right here.
Got all of the different scenery pieces you can attach to it. You can also attach
Should be popping up here in a sec.
coasters as well. This morning I managed to I put
Because it went by so fast, I didn't get a chance to look at all of it.
Could go up and around, and it just filled me with joy at this wonderful game that we're making, and I can do things really quickly and silly, but the community will be.
Bring it up, bring it up.
Amazing things.
I will probably get told off for this, but when I walk into the office and see our CEO attaching a giant animated fish to a roller coaster and watching it do Loop the Loop,
You can
know
scale
you're in a good
trees
space.
now.
You know you're in a good space. And everyone's laughing and joking, smiling about it because we're just making a game with some great people, and
Beautiful.
It's going to be fun. I don't know if we've got time to show any more stuff. I'm super conscious of your time. Can we show one of the mascots?
Oh, of
Just
course.
one of the
Yeah,
mascots.
yeah.
Where's
Add a mascot
the-
in there.
Take your
Where's
pick.
the menu that I
But chat, look, as
must have-
Adam does,
oh, I
I'm
must
just gonna
have
go through and say we've only
gone
barely
ahead of it?
Some lamps.
There it is. Pause it. Okay, so we got Floorless. So that's which was the werewolves. Oh, so they got coaster companies now. Valius and Walden. You see that? So they got made up coaster companies. Because you can see the inverted flying, which is the Stingray. Sit down 4-seater Automax. Splash Coaster. Star Loop. Wave Coaster. Okay, so that is the B&M Wing, or the B&M Surf, the wave coaster. That's what they're calling it. That's definitely that. But what is Murphy and Son Star Loop? Interesting. So we know B&M is Valius and Nid Walden. So they have another one down here. That's the wave coaster. So we know. That's the surf coaster. This is the Floorless. Then we got the flying coaster coming back. Automax sit down 4-seater. Automax. Who would Automax be? The Murphy and Son Star Loop. That's probably the one that we saw. This one right here. I'm assuming that's what that one is. So yeah. Big M's Rides. I'm gonna say that's Mock. Splash Coaster, because I'd imagine that's a Mock Rides coaster, if I had to guess. Maybe S&S, but the big mystery one for me is Automax. Sit down 4-seater. Because obviously it's not B&M, because it would be the Valius and Nid Walden. But it's a 4-seater, so it's 4 across. Automax would be 4 across. What other coasters have 4 across? So it would have to be something that has row 4 seating. So maybe Gerstlauer? I'm trying to think of other ones that have that. You know what I mean? You guys have any weather button or something? There is a little weather. If you look right down here, let's go to a different piece here. You can look right down in the bottom right. Let's go.
Filtered
Get
down
off,
to the
but you
non-grid
can see there is a
pieces.
weather thing right there, but I'm
The
not sure if
non-grid
it's
pieces
interactable.
you
It
can
might
attach to
be.
Scenery, to rides. I've searched for light because I quite like.
Let's see if we can look at anything
halo
else in the
setting.
UI here.
Yeah, and then here
Settings.
This is the highlight I was talking
Some
about
sort of
earlier,
camera.
where if I place it anywhere, even
Flash
slightly
through it.
offset
I
to
don't know
the
what the
main model,
camera is.
With that highlight, it will
Maybe like
animate
a
with
flying
that
camera of
section
some
of the
sorts.
car.
Nice.
So you could
See,
use
yeah.
the
It's
advanced
really powerful.
mode
You
to-
could.
Hey,
it's
why is
actually-
I
you can
sort of
the
move it
$1.99?
further away or
Thank
do
you
really
so
fine.
much.
Yeah.
And we've
Appreciate that.
seen how people in the office,
Sega?
in the office use this, and also, you know, like I say, creating that offset because that
Such thing.
might be.
Well,
able
the
to
only thing
create-
that doesn't make me say that is it's not the same company as B&M, like the B&M company that they're calling it. They're calling it the one company, which is different. So, let's go back. I want to go back to paths here, wherever that was. Here it is. So here's your different options. So we have the line builder, which you can just make a line and it'll make the paths around it. So you can literally just make a path any way, shape, or form you want using the line builder.
Very happy.
There's
Yeah,
also
just made a
there's so many options here. I see the paintbrush, which tells me that we might be able to paint it on to the terrain, which is interesting. Maybe like Hyperion Energylandia. Okay, it could be Intamin. It could be. Poa, do you think you're the best mod? Another $1.99. Thanks, Wise Ice, for that. It's not a competition of who the best mod is, but you all are great. I think we everyone did great here. Sorry if I came off aggressive earlier to that one person. I hopefully because he kept going on about how I was talking during the live stream, and I'm like, this is a reaction. You know what I mean? You know, if you wanna watch their stream without someone talking, you might just go watch the stream. You know what I mean? Not trying to be rude or anything. Not trying to be mean, but like, this was a reaction. All right, and it's cool how you can overlap stuff. Like, that is a game changer. Like,
tools as well.
you can have, so you can do like the normal stuff like you did before, which I'm assuming is this one right here. The here, I'm in the way here. Let me move myself out of the way. Sorry. But you can see right here, we have the this one, which I think is the normal one.
Go like piece by piece, you can still do that, right?
Classic paths. That's the classic.
And we also.
Another $1.99. You think Poa's the best mod? Not gonna lie, Poa's a great mod. I love Poa. I mean, you're not wrong there. appreciate the super chats, but anyways, I think it looks fantastic. I have some nitpicks, but overall, I'm very hyped and excited. Now let's take a look a little closer here.
Big one is the
big thing is that there's no like
the stamp tool as well, allowing me to quickly place down these kind of geometric shapes.
So the stamp tool, you can do different shapes here. Look at that. You have square. I didn't notice that at first. So you don't just have square, and it's a grid system. You actually have all these other shapes that you can place down too. That's nice. That's nice. We need switch tracks. I know we do. But I didn't expect them to show us that. But we also have like this little round. I don't think they showed this off to the right here. You see how like that's kind of curved? I don't know exactly what that is. Maybe it's curved paths. Pose the reason you're here? Well, I appreciate again the super chat, and that's your 10th super chat. So thank you so much, Wise Ice, for that. But I'm glad you appreciate Poa. We appreciate Poa too. Everyone give Poa some love in the chat for being such a good mod. Almost cried with the pads. Man, I was so curious of how they were going to do it, and there's no collision. You can place rides on top of paths. Let's go back to that. Yeah, right here.
So one of the questions we get asked a lot.
So you see paths, and I saw guests like, what are paths even here? So this path, you can see, if I go over here, let's go back over here for a sec. See, like, I don't know if these are separate pathing or just paths on top of paths, but you see that? That's actually pretty insane too, because if we can put paths on top of paths, you can do like different textures and create some really cool stuff. And then like it looks like we can put paths on top of paths, which is insanely awesome and incredible. Another $1.99. Thank you so much. Love you, Joe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm not sure about staff pads, but they didn't really show, unless there's something in that menu that we can see. Let me go back again real quick. If there's staff pads anywhere that, and what about this? This is like the coloring. So like you can change the text, do all the textures. Path area 1, 2, and 3. Interesting how that looks. I'm glad we got a little bit of the taste of the pathing tool here, though. I think that was the big highlight today was pathing. Big highlight today was the pathing tools. Paths have different colors. Yeah, they are updated textures. I like the that stone one. That one looks really nice. The only thing that would make it better is if we could upload our own custom textures. That would be cool. Don't know if that's probably not a thing, but so we can see trigger sequence, music, that's all coming back, so that's to be expected. Let's take a look at some of these icons here. Very similar, it looks like. Track cosmetics, car cosmetics. That was one thing. I was wondering if we could do multiple. Joe blush. Was I blushing? I don't know about that, but thanks for the another $1.99. Appreciate it. At the top, what's at the top right? Sorry, staff pads. Look, did I miss it? I must have missed it. Sorry. All right. Staff pads. Oh yeah, you're right. You are right there. Look at that. Staff pads. So we got normal pads. I don't know what the middle one is. Looks like it's just normal guess. But yeah, staff pads are a thing, so that's cool. So it looks like you'll be able to switch which one you want, and then you can use the building. The pathing is so good. I am so excited for the pathing. So excited for the pathing. But yeah, you're right. There's staff pads right there. So staff pads are confirmed here. Priority, working height, rotation snap, point snapping. I wonder what priority means. But it looks great. Maybe Q. Q could be a thing. I wonder if maybe Qs aren't separated. Like as soon as you connect a Q with an entrance, maybe they're not like separated anymore. That could be a thing where you could just do any sort of pathing you want. I'm not entirely sure. It looks very similar to Planet Coaster 1 when it comes to like the pathing, entrance, and exits. Still have this annoying platform, which I'm not too happy about. I wish that we could go without the platform, make our own platforms, but anyways, thanks for the $4.99 super chat. Why does it look likely Roller Coaster Tycoon World? It does not look like Roller Coaster Tycoon World. It does not look like Roller Coaster Tycoon World. Where are you guys getting that? I appreciate the $4.99, but it's not even close. Trust me. Priority would go on top of existing. Maybe like that. Maybe that's how you overlay them. Cues will only be shown in the ride panel. Maybe. Well, I mean, in Planet Coaster 1, we could place down cue pads beforehand. So I'm not sure. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. For sure. I wish I had the ability to go to whatever it was, Gamescom, and be able to play with this, because I would obviously be playing with it. The UI. What about the UI? All right, so let's kind of maybe delve deeper into that. So, Gamescom Unlimited, 5,009. That's interesting. Look how many guests are in this park and how smooth it's running. Almost 6,000 guests are in this park, by the way. That's something I didn't think about. Like 6,000 guests in this park, and it's running as smooth as it is. Of course, I don't know what the specs are on their PC, but it's running pretty smooth. Like, it seems a lot better optimized overall. But then again, this park isn't huge by any means, so got to keep that in mind as well. And this is also a development build as well, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I think these are pads on top of pads. Now looking at it a little bit closer. These are some nice walls and textures. Got Queen Splash. Let's take a look at that staffing. Trying to look at the staffing here. All right, see, we got lifeguards, obviously. Are new, and then we have some of the new mascots. Gulpy, of course, makes a return. Cosmic Cow. Chief Beef is back. anyways. Fluffy's the best pod. Then Poa. Oh, we're having a little mod competition here. It looks like it's from RCT World. Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, it looks very similar to Planet Coaster 1, just a little bit more updated. Slightly different. There are paths with benches and bins on them. Yeah, that is true too. I bet you could place the benches and pads anywhere. Well, I mean, you could in the past. I just look at that stairway. Are they using Roller Coaster Tycoon World skins? I mean, thanks for the $4.99, but no. That would be absurd. Absolutely absurd. It would be. We looked at the wooden coaster there. There was no operator, like, in the booth. Is that what you were saying? The wood coaster. Oh yeah, this and this one. Again, it's a development build, so maybe you have to hire him too. Maybe that's a thing as well. And then I gotta keep my eye out here. We have more some of the pieces. So obviously we have these lights returning. These are definitely like light pieces. Where are we at right now? We're in the so create all. I see like water park stuff, a new water park. I see display sequence or a sequencer button. So or special effects rather. Obviously we'll get special effects. Can you show the flat ride list? Yeah, let me see if I can find that. Let's go back to where they placed those flat rides. If I can go back to that. I meant to go back to that, but I got sidetracked. I want to go back to where they placed those flat rides. Would have been somewhere around here, right? I saw it. Where did it go? Right here. Somewhere around here. That way maybe we can point out other flat rides, maybe? Let's see, it would be before they placed it down. Let's see if we have any new settings here for placing flat rides access. Relative. Here we go. Alright, so... Is that Whirly Rig? I think that's Whirly Rig right there. Forge is coming back, so there's Forge. Forge is coming back. I think that's the Hammer Swing right there. No, this is the one they showed off, I think. It won't play if it looks like RCT World at the final game. But thanks for the $9.99. I appreciate it. But it won't play if it looks like RCT World. It's not gonna be like RCT World, guys. It's definitely not gonna be like RCT World. All right, let's see what we got here. Monsoon Shoot, Forge, Swing 360, Frenzy Frill, Radius, Tiny Eye. So it looks like our list is gonna look kind of like this. It's kind of laid out differently. So you can actually click on spinning, swinging, wheel, tower. Look at the tower ride there. So there's a specific option for tower rides. And I'm trying to look at if that looks like an arrow where it looks like you can change the height of the towers. That's what I want. Will they show anything else, or is that it for now? I think that's going to be it for now, unfortunately. Unless they did something at the end here, which I don't think they did. We're just kind of going back and seeing, trying to use detective eyes here. DLC. Yep, there's a DLC button there. Good eye, good eye. Which obviously, we know there's going to be DLC in the game. Will there be DLC right off the bat, though, is a question. You know what I mean? I just love that there's basically no collision, and you can just place anything anywhere. So this could be like a path on a path on a path. This ride isn't accessible. Place entrance exit. Connect entrance to path. Nice. So this is the monsoon chute. I'm really hyped for Planet Coaster 2. Me too. Thank you, Stillforce, for the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys, this is probably the biggest stream I've ever had on my channel. I've never had that many viewers at one point, and we're still over 100, which is crazy. Planet 2 has better graphics. Like, guys, it's a development build. Calm down. It is a development build. Keep that in mind, that this isn't the final product. Okay, so I'm not saying that they're going to get better. I'm just saying, like, we need to wait until we get the final product, and we can't judge it based off of that, if you know what I mean. It's a work in progress. All right, so just you guys need to keep that in mind, all right? Like, I can understand the concerns. I get it. And I don't think the graphics are that bad, but they're about on par with Planet Coaster 1, but just a little bit more refined. And we don't even know if they're on full graphics playing on this. They could be playing on medium graphics. You never know. We don't know. Like, we need to keep our judgment lower until we get to release date. After release day, then we can make those comments, okay? Went to my front page and you're the first Planet Coaster 2 video suggested. Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here. In general, all you guys. I had this stream planned for a while, so, but we're just kind of trying nitpicking here. But I hope they do update the graphics. Me too. Don't worry. I understand the concern. I do understand the concern. Everyone wants the 3D grass, everything like that. But we need to calm down a little bit and say, hey, this is a development build. It's only gonna get better. So. And I honestly don't hate Planet Coaster 1's graphics all that much. I think they're just fine. And remember that we could probably just use something like Reshade as well. Planet Coaster has a very poppy, very vibrant style. Let's go back to that list again. Here it is. Tiny Eye, that's the Whirly Rig. This kind of confirms to me that's an unthemed ride. That's basically the Whirly Rig from Planet Coaster 1. I just spotted this, and it's very generic themed. You can see, I think everything's going to be generic themed, and they're going to give us these preset themes as well. Like these blueprints for the theming. That is very huge, because like they're bringing back the Whirly Rig, but it is a very generic theme. So that's really cool. And this time it's called Tiny Eye. It's a part of the resort theme, it looks like. Another $9.99. You can't let them turn to RCT World. I don't like. It's not RCT World. It looks nothing like RCT World, guys. I'm telling you, it does not look like RCT World. It does not look like RCT World, man. It's like Planet Coaster 1, but obviously updated. I don't mind the graphics. Planet Coaster is meant to look like this. That's true too, and again, I think they will be a little bit better moving forward. And again, we can't, it's hard to see too much here. All right, let's see. So we got Whirly Rig. I'm really trying to see what we got in here. It's kind of hard to tell. Very little bit hard to tell. RCT World 2 footage. You guys are all trolling. I know you guys are. I know you guys are trolling. All right. I'm excited, but there are some nitpicks here, okay? I'm very shocked that hotels aren't going to be in the game. right off the bat, but I do expect them to come in later. Okay. That was a little bit of a shock to me. Let's look at some of this earlier footage here. What about the coaster POV? Here it is. Let's kind of relook at this again and see if it feels smoother. All right, and again, this is development build, so we could always get better. But the thing is Planet Zoo has a much different style. To me, that's looking pretty smooth. That's the only POV footage we got. I think I saw a little bit of jitteriness, but not as much. And again, like, these aren't going to be as good. And just seeing that, having the, it's so crazy how we can add that stuff. So the drop does look a little bit jittery. See, kind of right there, you could kind of feel, but these are all pre-made pieces, right? So it's hard to judge based off of that. Those are all pre-made pieces. Looking at here again, we have, yeah, Murphy. The Star Loop is, in fact, that one. So we got a few coaster types confirmed, so that's good. I want to see, where were you guys seeing the lift types? I know some of you pointed that out, that there looks like there's lift options, like different lift options, or alternate lifts, rather. I assume it was back when we were placing down coasters in here. Maybe back when we placed that. Help, don't let them RCT World. What's with the RCT World people? But thanks for the 1999, I appreciate it. I can guarantee you it's not gonna be like RCT World. Rest assured, guys. Rest assured, it's not gonna be RCT World. It's gonna be Planet Coaster 2. We'll rework the sounds. Me too. Hopefully. We didn't really get a whole lot of sounds, I don't think.
In sandbox mode and franchise mode. So
Like,
in
I don't
sandbox
think
mode,
we
you can use your friends
able
to
to
create
hear much.
collaboration lists. So you take turns with that park. So I might work on it. I'll finish saving it. I'll upload it to the cloud. God bless the mythical cloud.
That is a technical term.
That is. Yeah.
We used the first technical word. Well done, everyone.
And then you can.
What do you mean, calm down? I'm just... Because you're responding? I mean, hey, if they want to send me... I'm going to respond to super chats. Like, if they want to send me money, that's up to them. Like, if I get super chats, of course I'm going to read them. Like, that's why. Of course I'm going to respond to them. I'm curious how the soundtrack's going to be. If it's going to be slightly different. But look at this teacups, right?
Update it, and then you'll do the same thing.
Incredible.
And in franchise mode, it's a very similar way of working together in your franchises.
Literally just re-release Planet Coaster and still be way better than RCT World. That is true. RCT World was a train wreck.
You'll be able to build lots of different parts.
But my takeaway from today is another thing that I noticed, guys. I don't know if I could find that shot when I did notice it. It was back when they were... It looks like there's going to be collision with... Yeah, look at right here. So we can place anything on the pads now, so... Which is a huge upgrade. Come on, buffer. Ah.
That's...
Anyways, it was around right here. But it's not buffering. Come on. Wait, hold on. Let me reload this.
Okay, I just thought I'll just...
Alright, there we go. just wanted to get to about right here in the spot. So like you see these walls intertwined with the path. Like you can tell that that was placed on a path. Guests are walking around it. So they're not so I feel like scenery objects are actually going to have like collision where guests are going to be walking around it instead of walking through it. So like you can see that right here, that guests are walking around this and not clicking through it.
We have
So we don't have to put those. Hopefully we don't have to put, unless they have like those curb pieces down on it. But you can tell that you can plop anything on top of paths now, which is great. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Well, we got the Viva La Vegan. That's another new storefront. So it looks like we have new shops
Bodhi the
and
shark.
such.
Yeah, Bodhi's-
I love that he's surfing when he's in the air. What is his name? Buddy?
about Bodhi the shark. Yeah, Bodhi's cool.
What did they say, Buddy?
More to talk about Bodhi the shark.
Bodhi.
Yeah, Bodhi's cool.
Oh, there he is. Bodhi. Bodhi Jossum. Oh boy. Didn't walk through benches in Planet Coaster 1. No. Varying pool depths. Let's go. Did we see that? Yeah, I think weather's going to be in it. You can actually look at the bottom right. There is a weather tab right.
That's it. There's
Where to go?
a diver, right? You were telling us before.
There's a weather. I don't know if you can click on it, but there is a weather thing right there. I don't know. Like all these seem to be able to be clicked on. So. But for being a development build, guys, I think the game's looking great overall. Like, it looks very similar to Planet Coaster 1, but that's okay to me. Like, I wasn't expecting, like, a crazy leap. It doesn't have to be a ridiculously. Automax is Automax Intamin. Also, Jax, thanks for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate it. You guys have been very supportive during this stream, and I appreciate it. And if you guys want to see more Planet Coaster 2 content, of course, we're going to be playing the heck out of this game when it comes out. Maybe if we get to play it early, I doubt it. But if I get to play it early, I will be playing the heck out of it. It will be my life. Once we know the release date, I am making sure I have the next, 5 days off afterwards. Just saying. So if you haven't subscribed, guys, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And we are going to dissect Planet Coaster 2. Check out some of my other Planet Coaster 1 stuff that I've done, because I've played a lot, obviously, of Planet Coaster. I have over 4,000 hours of Planet Coaster 1, so close to 5,000, which is insane. Anyways, look at these pools, though. Don't the pools look great? There's blueprints for pools, and this blueprint looks really cool with the slide going into this pool. That's so good. And then we have, these guys. It's definitely going to be more in-depth than what RCT Soaked was, for sure. And I love the stairs to get up to the pool's platforms as well. Let's go back to the beginning here when we first got into the deep dive.
What is Planet Coaster 2?
Planet Coaster 2 is the sequel to the original Planet Coaster, the game we all know and love.
Graphic updates, weather changes, more darkness inside building without lights. I hope we can do that, but a Wild Passion 2 becoming a member. Thank you so much. And again, if you are a member, you will get access to my videos early. That is the perk you get with being a channel member, so I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for the membership. But the heat map thing is going to be huge too. They didn't really
It's a great
dive into
sim
that, but
about building and designing those amazing theme parks, kind of running a successful park, making sure you're
kind of look through this again a little bit.
Keep building it and expanding it, and it's about sharing those creations as well. And in Planet Coaster 2, we're bringing those amazing,
enjoying the
So let's just kind of dissect now that I can pause now. Hey, thanks for the super chat as well. Is that €2? Sorry, I'm not good with recognizing all my stuff. Appreciate it. Man, look at that. I love the big slide. I love the stairways. Those looks really, really good. This is one of those trapdoor ones too. The supports on them look really good too, like especially these slides. Look fantastic. And the curves. So I'm assuming like you can have paths down and you can just plop the pools inside them. Which would be great.
the pool that I've placed here. Pop that down.
See a picture. Thanks for joining.
Pool tool where you can
Appreciate
place
you guys.
geometric shapes or custom shapes as well. Kind of building to your heart's content, really. In the back.
But yeah, guys, if you become a member of my channel, you do get access to, early access to my videos.
Allowing me full creativity.
Not required, but if you want to
Exactly
support
how I want that slide
any
to-
further,
to look and to
appreciate you
work.
guys so
I
much.
do have to balance, of course, excitement, fear, and nausea. Right? We don't want to.
Did they say anything about how the ride lineup in Planet Coaster 2 compares to... Not really, but we got to see a few... We did get to confirm a few rides that are coming back.
Overexcite our guests, or maybe they do. Guests will have certain preferences and tolerances to that. And we also have the rather incredible looking drop piece at the top here, vertical drop piece. Guests get in and they come shooting down the slide out into
We see the animation of that?
and,
Did they just
get
pop in
you
there, or
that
do they
one
actually have an
anyway.
animation?
There we go. Would you go on that?
The flat rides also have made-up manufacturers. It didn't look like it.
That is not the kind of ride that appeals to me. I get motion sick, and I'm afraid of heights. So neither.
I actually
of
do
those
like those kind of
things
rides.
have
I've been
made
on a
this
couple of
film
them.
appealing to me.
When it comes to
You'll
flat
also
parks.
Is that we have the ability to have transparent sections of the
Transparent
fluid as
sections are
well.
cool. Because I wonder if you could put it underwater. That would be awesome if you could put the slides underwater. Have a section where it actually goes into the water. That'd be pretty epic. So
This is all
yeah, the stairway is awesome.
kind of inspired by real life flumes and real life water parks. And you can, as you clearly can see here, you can also change the colors, creating a really vibrant and
I did kind of wish, and again, it is a development build, so maybe it will change, but see how these water is going into this water? There's not really any,
interesting
like,
part of your water park.
Bringing water to Planet
when
Coaster 2
it
has
splashes
been really
into the
exciting.
water.
It's been great. It's been a challenge
hope we can draw walls like paths, at least for fencing. That would be great. Kind of like the barriers in Planet Zoo. That would be a very nice touch.
as well of how we provide tools for players to create those kind of authentic looking pools of water that you see in water parks. Those kind of, sometimes they're geometric shape, they're kind of square or rectangular, or they have these kind of
Yeah, I
natural
kind of want to
pigment
just
shapes as well.
pause
Making
and
sure we have tools that allow
take a
players
look
to
at this again.
build those kind of pools in their water parks. It's
Let's see what we got here. Obviously, we got that big Intamin. Changing rooms are disappointed. They're about what I expected. They kind of just look like restrooms. You have something indoors like an indoor water park, then you think the rain will still affect the rides? Like if it's raining? No, I think they'll have like if you have an indoor park, I think, and if it rains, I think it will not. I don't think it will go through. No. Nobody is talking about stalls that sell both food and drink. Was that a thing?
also how they look.
Was that a thing?
We want to make them look
Didn't see that.
visually appealing for our guests. We wanted an aesthetic.
Can't wait. There is a shot of the food stalls, so we'll take a look at that here in a sec. Yeah, I didn't catch that if that's the case. Need to make circle buildings with ease. That would be nice, though. I would like to see it. Like, buildings with circular pieces that you can just draw. I don't think that will be the case, but that would be very, very cool.
That we all have in our minds as well, and making sure
We do have the wave pool. They didn't really
that it
show off the
looks
wave pool
amazing
much.
and interacts well with your guests, whether it's on a flume or
I see Chief Beef and Cosmic Cow milkshakes, it looks like.
they're jumping into from the side.
I hope we also get custom stands where you can just have the counter instead of having the box around it. Yes, there is. They didn't show anything about the weather. There is an icon there, but I think there's an icon in Planet. Well, not in Planet Coaster 1. Is there? There's no weather at all. But the thing is, are we able to click on it?
the
you know.
cannonball in and things.
There is weather, for sure. Like, I think there is definitely weather. Now, that's definitely not night and day. It just shows night and day is right next to it. There's actually a... sorry.
Things like that. So
you can see
it's
the
been
night-day
great
cycles
bringing
next
that
to
through
it.
development
That's
from
night and
a
day.
kind of basic prototype to something that looks visually amazing as well.
There's also an interesting point to think about the management element of what a water park needs. You know, we have the new lifeguard, the new staff type, right, which has its
Lifeguard.
safety conscious people will always want to make sure that you know, guests are okay in the pool. So you have your lifeguard station, which is manned by a lifeguard. I think they're out currently making sure someone's not panicking too much in the water. And there's also the economy side of the water park and how that helps me expand my park even further. We have guest services, which are the areas.
All right, here we are looking at this. Guest services. Let's see what he said there.
Me expand my park even further. We have guest services, which are the areas where you'll buy.
I see umbrellas. That tells me there definitely is rain in the game. You see those umbrellas for sale?
Pool passes now, so I can monetize access to the pools and, you know, keep my economy going. We've got a new shop, Splash Emporium.
Probably where you can buy like the floaties and stuff like that, and the tubes and such. Varying pool depths. I don't know why I care so much about that, but I do. Even if it's not a thing, like I feel like that's something that we can easily change by literally like building a floor or concrete piece and just raise it up above. I feel like that would easily fix that. So even if it's not a thing, which I agree it should be, I think that's something that can kind of be manipulated in a little bit as more of a visual thing anyways, so. How many new shops do I think there'll be? Good question. I think there'll be a good handful, especially with water parks. I think we're getting sunscreen. We're going to get swimsuits. We're going to swimsuit stall. I think we're going to get like this. This is like a guest service stall that has like umbrellas and stuff. I think that's new. Viva La Vegan is a new vegan shop that we've seen, so that was
buying all those inflatables ready to use in the pool as well.
Always
At
need
least
those
a
for a
few.
pool, and as you say, there's the economy aspect.
Varying depths are a thing. You had them on screen. Oh, like 3 minutes ago. Were they? Let me take a look. Cool coverage. Okay, that's the lifeguard. Cool safety. Where did I miss it?
Seeing that idealistic water park that we all have in our mind.
The new life,
Sure that it looks amazing and interacts well with your guests, whether
safety.
Cool safety. Coverage. On the wave pool?
Safety conscious people will always want to make sure that, you know, guests are okay in the pool. So you
Wave pool's over here.
have your lifeguard station, which
click
is
on
manned by a lifeguard. I think they're out currently making sure someone's not panicking too much in the water. And there's also the economy side of the water park and how that helps me
build those kind of pools in
Not
their water
seen
parks.
anything about that.
It's also how they look, and we want to make them look visually appealing for our guests. We want
Do you think all the stuff from Planet Coaster 1 will eventually be in Planet Coaster 2? I think a good majority of it will. And I think just seeing a lot of the coaster types that have been confirmed to make it over, I think it's a good assumption to realistically think that a lot of stuff's going to make it over. And even with like flat rides, I think a lot of the stuff's making it, some of the stuff that doesn't make over is still getting like a new version of it. So like we saw with the Whirly Rig, it is coming back as the I think it was called the Tiny Eye, and it's just a generic version of that ride.
To an aesthetic that is kind of that vibrant blue water that you see in that idealistic water park that we all have in our minds as well. And
one that's upside down. So the one that's an upside down queue.
Making sure that it looks amazing and interacts well with your guests.
Oh yeah, this definitely looks
when it's on a
shallower,
flume or as they're jumping into the from the
Oh
side.
yeah, you can see the slope there too, I think. That one's definitely sloped in there. You can see that. Yeah, good catch. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. You can see how much sloped it is. I hope we have different textures for the bottom as well, and we're not just stuck with this one. If so, we can easily cover it up, but you know what I mean? You like the Planet Coaster rides and Planet Coasters too. I think a lot of it's coming over. I do.
As they cannonball in and things like that. So it's been great bringing that through development from a kind of basic prototype to something that looks visually amazing as well.
I think it was also an interesting point to think about the management element of what a water park needs. You know, we have the new lifeguard, those inflatables ready to use in the pool as well.
Always need those for a pool, and as you say, there's the economy aspect as well, making sure you've got the price point for those things right, so that they're appealing to your guests, but also high enough so
probably
they can
attached
kind of
to
make
this
as much
wood.
profit as possible, and keep your park economy going.
Hopefully
we can add our parks from Planko 1 as well as add them into Planet Coaster 2. Nah, I don't think that's going to be a thing because there's changes to certain rides that aren't the same. And same with the train coasters. So I think it would be a fantastic feature, but I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. As much as I would love to believe it, I don't think it would be possible for the developers to do that. So my opinion on the gameplay, my overall opinion was I wish I would have got more, but I'm happy with what I got. I'm happy I got something. You know what I mean? I wish they would have gone a little more in depth and showed a little bit more, but I knew they were gonna keep their lips pretty tight about some stuff. So I'd imagine we'll get more maybe by the next Frontier Unlock stream, maybe at the end of August. Maybe they will reveal some more teasers in the next coming weeks too. Who knows?
The most important part of a water park would be its changing facilities.
So let's take a look at the
I would
changing
say
rooms.
the flumes and the pools are the most important part, but
But if I can't get changed into my Speedos, then I can't get on
I
the
think
flume.
we're splitting hairs. Changing rooms are really important, though.
We have Speedos in the game. Hey yo. So here's the changing rooms. They're basically, you know, what you would expect kind of probably from Planet Coaster, and that's just a little block that kind of looks like a restroom kind of. So that's kind of what I was expecting anyways. Hope the gondolas come back. That would be a nice thing to come back. We don't know anything about tracked rides just yet. They haven't really revealed anything about that. Wonder how they'll handle monetization of the water parks. Hoping to see the return of the go-kart. I'm sure the go-karts surely will come back. I was a dev on the water park building game that fell through, and we didn't know how to handle monetization of pools and slides. Do you charge them based on time in the park you played? So I think they're basically going to be attached to your park. So like, I think they mentioned it actually that you can charge for them to use, like as a separate admission, kind of like if you pay this, you can have access to the park too.
They
I think they mentioned
they appear in
We'll
Planet
see.
Coaster 2. You have to make sure your guests can access these changing rooms so they can get changed into their costumes and, of course, get changed back into their clothes, ready if they want to enjoy the rest of the park.
One of the important parts of your park are your guests. They're the whole point that we're building these big parks to keep them entertained, keep them.
Hope that the log flume and the river rapids have a non-stop. Yeah, that'd be great. I would definitely like that too. I think they'll have definitely upgrades to their water rides for sure. Having chain parks where you can see which ones are doing the best. Yeah, so it's going to have franchise mode, kind of similar to Planet Zoo, where you have a chain of parks.
Spending money and that gives them a really thrilling time.
Pretty
In
cool.
Planet Coaster 2, we've taken the opportunity to rebuild the guests, the kind of the way they look, providing a lot more diversity, representation, and variety in the guests that are in your parks. They're also going to have more feedback into whether they're having a good time or a bad time. And we've also got them being affected by
I just hope there's
kind of
better
bigger things in
management
the park
in
as
this
well,
one.
such as the weather. The water parks giving us an opportunity to
Said
have
something
the
about weather
kind of
there.
bigger things in the park as well, such as the weather. The
You just mentioned weather.
water parks, giving us an opportunity to have these wonderfully hot, vibrant parks. And in Planet Coaster 2, they'll be a bit affected by things like sunburn. So you've got to make sure that they have access to sun cream to make sure that they don't get
Absolutely.
burnt or they've got enough cover from the bright sun.
So this
Yeah,
lady's
shade's
got
gonna
some
be a
factor
thing.
50 on.
I hope so as well.
I think so.
But yeah, they'll also give you that feedback of there being on a ride that's too thrilling or fearful or too nauseating
That's
as well.
the wave pool. For some reason, no one's in the wave pool. I don't know why.
So you'll have that more immediate feedback from the guests
wave pool does
themselves
look pretty good.
onto what kind of time they're having in your park, whether it's a good
Yeah.
one or a bad one.
And it's not just guests that we've sort of gone back and looked at refreshing and rebuilding. We've also taken the firm fan favourites of flat rides and coasters over to Planet Coaster 2, but we've rebuilt them, really. You know, we've rebuilt them ready.
See if we can see anything here. I see a gulpy stand. More slides in the background. I do like the big half pipe water slides. Those are cool. Anything about the Oswald counter on console? They did mention PC will have no count. So they did mention that. So they mentioned that PC will have no limit. Console will have a limit. Even they are cross-platform, but if you go over that limit on PC, you won't be able to probably share it with console. So that's actually how I was hoping it was going to be. I know console players are going to be angry about that there's going to be a limit, but honestly, guys, it makes sense. They wouldn't put it there if it needed to be there. And one thing I want to kind of just mention, look at the background of this biome. That looks pretty darn good with those trees in the background. Like, that looks pretty realistic in the biome, honestly. I had just now kind of noticing that.
Ready for
See that background?
more creative
The biome?
options. You'll see here we've got our teacups, but they look
Looks pretty solid,
wildly
actually.
different now. This has had a bit of a part.
So, imagine people pee in the pool. That might be a thing. I mean, you have to keep your pools clean. Actually, that's actually part of the management in this. So, do you like the way they have done the new path tool? Absolutely. I think the new pathing system is perfect. I think they did everything they should have. It's going to be very easy to create plazas. You can place anything on paths, which is great. There's no collision. So, like, you can place rides right on top of pathways. So if you wanted to make this huge plaza and plop a ride in the middle, you don't have to worry about the rides colliding with the path. That's a huge, huge thing. And I think the biggest fix for that is that they actually don't have collision. They can interact with anything. And you can place anything on top of it. You can overlap paths on top of paths. That's one of the cool things. So to me, that's the biggest takeaway and biggest win of this reveal today was the pathing, because it's absolutely fantastic the way they put it together.
Pass from me.
Some of the negatives, nitpicks that I have is that you can see right here that we still have those annoying entrance and exits that have like the sci-fi gates and everything. I absolutely hate those. I wish we could have it where we can have either a generic gate or where we can just not have anything at all, or give us an option of what gates we can put in there. And then we still have the obnoxious giant ride platforms as well, with the really long gates for the coasters. So unfortunately, we have to deal with that. And again, my nitpicks with these entrance and exits, I still hate those things. But I can live with them, so it is a nitpick. but I prefer them to get rid of them. Another cool thing is they got rid of the entrance, like the greeter person, and those big like curb pieces or whatever, those big cinder block or those block things. So your entrances actually don't have those anymore, so they're just plain. So we can actually don't have to worry about those anymore, which is nice. And also another big thing, paths can be included in blueprints. So if you make like a queue line with your blueprint, it will also be in the blueprint, which is awesome. So that's another thing. Elevator lifts confirmed, question mark. I would love that. That'd be awesome, but haven't seen anything of that. 2 different train colors. I don't think they showed off anything where there's 2 different train colors, unfortunately, but that view when they were, yeah, we'll go back to that and see if we can dissect that, because they did have the train colors on there, but I don't think we saw enough to definitively say if that's going to be the case or not.
On its queue path and on attaching scenery directly to rides
So
now,
excited,
and
guys.
blueprints to directly to rides, really quick and easy. Just pop it on. Put it.
I only wanted to
Yeah, we
read.
can see it we can see it
I don't
over
know if
there.
I,
You keep moving the camera around to get us all.
There was a moment he wanted to recolor the paths, but it was
Excited about it.
Yes, it's
Height limits for coasters confirmed? No.
not just standard
That's not confirmed at all.
body flumes that are going to come brand new to Planet Coaster 2. We are also looking at other varieties as well, such as the mega-looking sit-up
Planet Coaster 1 didn't have hardly any limits. All you got to do is disable the track
to
limits.
6-person raft.
I love how we have the big 6-person raft too. So everything I'm seeing here, I think I'll be able to recreate Whitewater if I wanted to at
Bloom here,
in Branson,
complete with inspired by
which is Silver Dollar City's water park. There's no Theme Maker's Toolkit. I think that's what it's called. The thing that is playing Coaster. I think there will be. There might not be at launch though. If I had to guess, I think Theme Maker's Toolkit will make it into the game, but I don't think it will be at launch. So, if I had to guess, I think someone asked about that, and in the Q&A during the creator event, and I don't think they mentioned it. That they just said they don't have any information about it as of right now. But that's also a good thing to note as well. I think it will be a thing, but
by real
it
life
just won't
piece,
be at
the
launch.
fly trap. I would definitely go on this.
I think I would brave this one,
right up
actually.
my street. As well as that, we had the plug hole here in the middle. We got the
Drop tracks have been confirmed apparently. When they did the Q&A for the content creators, someone asked about drop tracks and they said yes. So I don't know if they misunderstood what they're talking. Look at the biome though. Look at the background. Look at those trees. That looks fantastic, by the way. Like, that looks almost real. I think the graphics look a lot better. Like, even if it's a little bit, like, they look considerably better, I think. Look at that background. You see that? That looks pretty crisp, if you ask me. Looks pretty crisp. I think the lighting is definitely
and we have
improved,
the
but
boomerang nestled in the back as well.
hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How do you say your account name? Azale? Is it Azale? I've always wanted to say it, but I always feel like I'm gonna mess it up, so I never had said it before. Is it Azale? Developer of Park Studio in chat. Good to see ya. Can't wait for the next update on that, by the
All
way.
inspired by real life
Very excited for that.
water rides in real life. And the other thing you'll notice,
I do love these options for these water slides, though. Oh yeah, the rafts just
quite
disappear
strikingly, is that the
after
colour
they
and
go
the patterns
in.
on these
I mean, it's a nitpick. Like, I don't think it's a big deal because in real life they would be carrying around these the rafts or these tubes to everything. So in a game like this, I don't think it's that big a deal. Isaiah or something. Are you not even sure? Must be switch tracks. I think there'll be some sort of switch tracks if there's drop tracks for sure. There's no really good solution for that. Wouldn't take up the crazy amount of. Yeah, I don't think it's a huge deal to me. Like I noticed that too, but I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Different to what we had at the beginning.
More of a nitpick. Like
New
watch, it
customization
disappears like
options
that.
to the
but
new
I think it's fine.
rides in Planet Coaster 2 means I can very quickly create these stripe patterns if I so wish to, which gives a real visual panache.
It looks
To my
lovely.
water park.
It really does. And we have different flumes, different slides.
See, back in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Soaked, I don't even think we had tube slides. So
And we have different special pieces for those as well. We don't just have these ones. There's a lot of
Yeah,
different
it's one
pieces.
of, one of many, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it isn't just flat.
it's from the name Isaiah, but with let's see, pronounce it how you wish. Okay. I mean, you can make car trains as long as you kind of want in Planet Coaster 1 almost. Like an hour behind in the stream, so I don't know if you're already figured this out by now, but Adamax's Intamin, that's what I heard some people were saying.
Rides we can customize in Planet Coaster 2. I can now also add my personal touch to.
Oh yeah, and then the coaster editor, or the train editor. So multi-select, I can actually kind of see is, you can actually, it has a hotkey with I. I is the multi-select hotkey. But again, guys, this is crazy. Like, you notice, like, there's a point in this video somewhere where they have almost 6,000 guests in the park. Keep that in mind, too. Like, that's a lot of guests for a park. And to me, the frame rate still looks pretty solid. Would have been better if you still landed in the water in the raft and it disappeared and guests leave the rapid. When will Deep Dive 2 be? I'd imagine they'll probably show more off in the next Unlocked stream, too. Over the next couple months, like every time we get an unlocked stream, I'm sure we'll get more that they'll be showing off. So probably the next unlocked stream, which I'll probably check out for sure. Was separate load or unload stations a thing?
Any of the
It
coaster
wasn't
cars?
confirmed,
That's right.
but
I've got my Whirlpool coaster at the back here. It's closed, ready.
I don't know if we
ready
can
for the
get any
guests to
clues of that.
the cars in my.
Now I see another train back there. That's just a brake run. Yeah, multiple ride platforms have, and as far as I know, haven't
Train,
been confirmed
But
yet.
I can also then make it
I would love to have unload stations,
affect
but...
all trains
We'll
in
have
the
to wait and
coaster,
see.
and that's why in the back.
And also remember, guys, that even after launch, Frontier can do updates. They did this in Planet Coaster 1 and made the game better through updates anyways. So, like, if there's still stuff that we suggest, we can still suggest stuff after launch. Like, hey, this would be really cool if this was in here. They could still bring it into the game later on. So, when can we download it? Probably when it releases in fall. There's no release date yet, so...
See that the second train has been customized the same. I didn't place all of them down. I placed that one ring, and I placed that one.
The coaster trains look very much better, though. Like, this is the Vekoma train. You can tell, like, just the textures
One
just
light
look a
bar.
lot better.
Set the right options, and it appears everywhere else.
It's going to be great to
Really
see
easy.
how people,
Very
our
nice.
wonderful community can bring those scenery pieces and blueprints.
Mine is very
Yours
wait.
is very
subdued or subtle.
It is incredible
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
for the time you had to get it.
Thank you.
But with time and imagination, I know the community are going to really.
Hold on.
Time and imagination.
Okay, I was making sure that wasn't, like, a separate station. I thought it was the brake run, but... I just wanted to be sure there.
I know the community are going to really put together the scenery pieces, the ability to change the color, to change the scale of
Auto-generated
objects now
supports
as
still
well.
look like they're going to be about the same, on par as Planet Coaster 1,
Attach
unfortunately.
them
But
to rides,
as long as we can create our own custom ones, I'm fine with
to
it.
coaster
Yeah,
cars,
we
and
haven't
come
even
with,
spoken about scaling. Yeah.
to come up with so many
Tracks
wonderful
too.
creations.
Yeah, with like transfer tracks with the storage. Could be cool.
I'm really looking forward to that. And it's not just about
I
fan
gotta
favorite
keep-
rides
got
and
other
fan favorite
stuff to do
coasters.
today,
We have
so I
such
gotta-
a big
I don't have time
suite
today.
of rides and coasters. We also have new ones as well, such
Yeah.
as this Frenzy Thrill ride, which is
My PlayStation said that it was 31st of July. I don't know about that. That's definitely not when it's coming out, but because that's today. It's probably on your probably on the store now, but
going to spin our guests on in a terrifying way, in my opinion.
In the top left-hand
all right. So this is a cool piece, though.
corner. Now that is because
I wonder now. This is just
Because this is
speculation,
actually-
but see how this is spinning? I wonder if we'll have pieces that can spin, and you can add scenery to it, kind of like how we have the coaster editor, train editor, and also the flat ride editor. I wonder if we can connect, like if we have like just spinning pieces that we can connect stuff to and animate stuff. Or if this is actually all just one piece.
maybe a build we're taking.
Because I feel like that could be a thing where you have a set of tools, like just spinning tools. And that could be game changing too, because if you want to make you can make fake flat rides too, if you wanted to, that actually animate, giving us more animation options. I think that might be a thing where you can actually have animate, or that's just
To
my
Gamescom.
observation
Yes,
here with
this is
this
the
is.
Gamescom demo.
Like, I feel like there's a piece here where you can attach stuff to it, and if you attach stuff to it, the stuff will spin with
That
it.
you'll be able to play if you're
You know what I mean?
lucky enough to come to the show.
That would
So
be
there we go.
huge.
Exclusively, we are going to be in Germany. We're going to be at Gamescom. If you're at the show, you'll be able to go hands-on with this. So very, very excited.
Play the game.
Right. Should we get
Go,
in?
folks.
So we're going to Adam Freewill.
Exciting when they see what we're doing, and it was great to see.
Guys, I would love to do more. I think I think I'm gonna probably end the stream here though, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. This is probably the biggest live stream I've ever had, so I appreciate you guys. I'll probably make some videos, maybe diving deeper into what I think we could see, or like if I catch any more stuff
Wonderful tools and
later
new
on. I love all these new pieces though.
for you to build. As Adam said, we've got our coaster blueprints, we've got pool blueprints, we've got all of these new types of blueprints that you'll be able to make.
The pathing system looks incredible. Any word on Mandalay Games? Not yet. That would definitely be a good addition. I think that was something someone asked in the Q&A, and they said they couldn't give out any more information on that. So, still stuff that they're not wanting to reveal just yet, which is fine. But all right, let's go back to here real quick before we head out. About the
Ting.
Change that color there. I could change the light as well. And then,
here.
of course, well, not of course, I take it for granted.
I want to
Oh,
see
thank
its
you.
menu. So you can see track cosmetics. So we have different things for
The
that.
Royal Us.
It's mostly Adam.
I'm not seeing much on the trains though.
He was
Showed
looking
them
at the
the
colour
different
of-
colours.
See anything.
Oh, well, sorry.
packs
You have to wait for the next
cars.
deep dive for that.
I clicked on the Splinter Ride, the Splinter
Yeah, we're gonna be back very, very soon with more Planet Coaster 2 content, and of course, I'm going to finish up or do a lot of my Planet Coaster 1 projects that I'm still working on. So, can't wait for that.
To rides.
Adam.
It's
That
mostly
was all
Adam
of the
who's
hard
going to
work, yeah.
customise the coaster, right? So talk us through what you're doing. Us is the Royal Us that I think you're going to like. So this is us customising, or say us is the Royal Us.
can see,
Mostly
like-
Adam.
we couldn't really see much there, but let's see if
Attach
there's
it to
anything
there
we can see.
again.
Yeah.
Again.
That's it. I think.
Undone all my changes as well because I didn't actually accept it. But
Oh, okay.
you
It's,
saw
it's,
it.
it's, it's
You saw
fine.
it,
But I mean,
yeah.
I think I speak for everyone. I cannot wait to see what people do with these coasters because
It's gonna be so cool, so cool. 100 more depth scenarios ago, a little beyond. Here's a large piece of land. Here's 3 objectives. Yeah, that would be nice. I want to see more stuff as well, for sure. But All right, guys, thank you guys for joining. If you're watching this afterwards, be sure to leave a comment section down below. Leave a comment in the comment section down below what you guys think of the gameplay that they showed off today for Planet Coaster 2. I'm super excited and stoked. I can't wait to see what we get next. So hopefully we'll get more over the coming weeks, months, and yeah, we'll have our hands on this game within a few months. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next live stream or video, whatever it may be. So, and thank you guys so much for being here. All the new people that have joined me for the first time, I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you subscribed, if not. But again, you can also hit that join button to watch my videos early, because I do have that join button as well, so you guys can watch them early. But anyways, make sure you have a great day, Cooler Mark, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, guys, and goodbye.